Happy New Year, everyone. 2019. I just finished up my 3-mile run. I'm training for a marathon. That's on my to-do list, one of my big goals this year for 2019. And for me, it's not just a resolution. It's more so, for those who don't know, I'll be expecting our daughter in June. So that's something that I want to do, just a big goal I want to accomplish to commemorate becoming a father. I think it'll be a great story to tell our daughter. So that's my big why. And that's something that 26.2 miles, a full marathon, to a lot of people that may seem superhuman, but hey, people do it every day. So if they can do it, I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And you may not have a goal of running a marathon, but metaphorically speaking, we all have some type of goal that we're working on that is our version of a marathon. It's a big goal. It seems superhuman to some people, but hey, if someone else did it, you can do it. So by you accomplishing your goals, you can inspire other people to accomplish their goals. And one of my words for 2019 is empowerment. I feel that I have a gift where I can inspire people. So if anything I do to empower others, I'm all for it. So I'm going to share that. So over the next 16 weeks, I'll be training for this marathon. I used to be a runner back in high school, but now in my 30s, I'm not a runner anymore. But hey, I'm going to make this happen. So yeah, every week I'll be definitely sharing with you all my journey over the next 16 weeks. I'm going to run a half marathon in February, and then a half marathon in March, the Cowtown Marathon in Fort Worth. And then in April, I'm going to run the full marathon in Irving, so 26 miles. We'll make it happen. It's going to be a fun journey. I picked a great season to start training for a marathon. It's essentially winter, about like 30 degrees today. But one thing I love about running is it's a metaphor for life. The conditions are not always going to be perfect. There's always going to be roadblocks. So whenever you're pursuing whatever your goal is, you just have to fight through it. No matter what the conditions are, you just have to have your big why, know the purpose you're doing it, and strive for it. So don't worry about the conditions. Don't worry about how you feel that day. Don't worry about what's going on in your life. Just stay focused on your goal, and that's why you need to have a plan as well. Know exactly what your plan is, how you're going to reach that milestone that you're striving toward. So that's what I'm here for. Also, I have a group called Mentor Select on Facebook. It's a group of people who are really aspiring to do great things. So it's a community of people that's there to support each other. So I encourage you all, as you set these goals for 2019, accountability is a big part of it, because if we just keep the goal to ourselves, we'll let ourselves down all the time. We don't mind doing that. But when you have accountability to other people, we're less reluctant to let down other people. So make sure you just share your goals with other people, hold yourself accountable, have that support community. When you feel like you're down, you can't go any further, reach out to your support groups, your community, and hey, they'll get you through it. I see Misty over there say I got it. Misty's and we're in a mastermind together, and hey, we're all about supporting each other. We all have big goals for 2019, but don't just leave it as a resolution and come 2020, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it this year. No, do it this year. Do it in 2019, have a fresh year. It's no excuses. So reach out to people, be supportive, and hey, you can do it. So follow me over the next 16 weeks. I'm gonna get across that finish line. This is going to be a great story for me to share with my daughter, share the medal with her. So yeah, Daddy did a marathon. So I'm excited about it. So I wish you all the best. I know you all have the capabilities of doing great things this year, so just do it. All right, I'm out. Good morning, beautiful people. Just finished a 3-mile run, and yesterday they call this freezing rain in Dallas, 33 degrees. So when I woke up this morning, it was raining, I had to do my 3 miles. I'm training for a marathon, but man, maybe I should wait until the weather's a little better. So I looked at the hourly forecast. It's gonna be raining all day today in Dallas. So I realized, hey, you gotta train in the best conditions and the worst of conditions, because that's just life. Conditions are not always gonna be great, optimum. Sure is. I wish it was sunny and warm. If it was, there'd be a lot more people out on this trail. But since it's freezing rain and 33 degrees, I'm the only one out here today. So I got the trail to myself, lucky me. But yeah, that's how I look at life. Conditions are not always gonna be optimum. It's just gonna be, just have to prepare, you have to train for the worst. And then when you're in the good conditions, when it's sunny outside, hey, that's when you're gonna thrive in life. If you train for the worst, when times are optimum, you're gonna do the best you can. You're gonna really thrive then. So your competition, if they only train in the good conditions, hey, they're not gonna stand a chance against you. So no matter what marathon you're running, no matter what race you're training for in life, whatever goals you're pursuing, hey, just do it. Just no matter what the conditions are, no matter whether everything in your life is going right or it's the best time to do something, hey, you just got to do it. That's the only way to handle it. But once you get into motion, hey, it's all good. It's all good. As long as you stay in motion, you're good to go. So I just wanted to check in with y'all, let y'all know I'm feeling good. This rain not gonna stop me, just like obstacles in y'all life not gonna stop you all. So just hold each other accountable. So next week this time, if it's raining and I haven't checked in and I'm laying in bed, hey, hold me accountable. Say, hey, what was you saying last week? Well, hey, get back on out there. So same with you all. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's reach our goals and make it happen. So y'all have a good day. And one of my mottos for every day I wake up is, let me go back under this bridge, is to win the morning. So basically what that means is to make sure you do something, just the daily habits, like the hardest things you can do in the morning, the most difficult challenges you have. If you knock it out in the morning, the rest of the day will be a breeze. So this is probably the hardest thing I have to do this morning, is running in the rain. So everything else today gonna be a breeze. So I got the hard stuff out the way. So whenever you had an opportunity to get the hard stuff out the way in the morning, just knock it out, because prolonging it is only gonna make it worse. So all right, I'm out. Y'all have a great day. See you tomorrow. Good morning. What a beautiful morning it is. Despite the 33 degrees and freezing rain, hey, it's a beautiful morning because I'm alive, I'm breathing, and have the gift to be here talking with you all. I just finished up 3.22 miles. I went a little extra distance because I was feeling so good. And I woke up this morning while I was doing my morning routines, meditating, praying, pull-ups, push-ups, all that good stuff. All I kept hearing outside was how hard it was raining. And I'm thinking, and the first thing popped in my mind is, back in my Army days, they used to say, train how you fight. And that's the motto I have this morning, is train how you fight. You have to be prepared for all conditions, because if you only pursue your dreams during the comfortable times, during the times when everything you think is perfect, is the condition of just great for you, then you're not going to be prepared when life throws those curveballs at you. When life throws that rain, that freezing rain, that snow, those temperatures, you're going to choose comfort over continue to pursue your dreams. So always train how you fight, because if you don't, your competition, when they're out running in the rain and you're laying in bed, metaphorically speaking, you're not going to be able to compete. Another thing, when I was watching the news this morning, I saw in the news they were showing how bad the conditions was, and the roads are slick, it's freezing rain. It's so bad out there. If you had an option, stay indoors. Don't even go outside. And I thought, like, hey, I'm putting on my clothes. I'm about to go outside. They're telling people in their cars they're going to have heated seats, heating steering wheels. Oh, don't go outside. It's dangerous out there. You might hurt yourself. You might get in an accident. They tell you all the worst things that can possibly happen. But you got to keep in mind what's the possible good things that can possibly happen if you do follow your dreams despite the conditions. So that was my mentality. So hey, train how you fight, because society's always going to tell you, when you're pursuing your dreams, when you're trying to do something big, society's going to tell you, hey, that's too dangerous. Now is not the right time. Your kids they're still in school, or the economy's bad, the government shut down. They're going to tell everything that you possible why you should not follow your dreams. But no, don't listen. Do not listen to the people outside, because they're trying to make you soft. Society definitely will make you soft. And another thing, put into context, here in Dallas, whenever it rains, whenever it's a little snow, anything like that, there's all type of accidents on the road. Why? Because people are used to driving in sunny, clear conditions. But once they're faced with that obstacle, that curveball, when life throws something at them when they're not used to, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to respond. So that's why it's very important to embrace the pain, embrace the discomfort, because that's where you're going to grow. That's where you're going to be prepared for all the conditions. Because when you are pursuing your dreams, and when you do have the good times, when it is sunny outside, that's when you're really going to thrive. Or when there are bad conditions and your competition not prepared, that's when you're really going to excel. So you have to train how you're going to fight. And don't listen to society. Don't listen to that negative talk in your head. Just stay focused on why you're doing what you're doing. And for me, this marathon, I'm doing this for my future daughter. I want to be able to tell her, hey, daddy faced those conditions for you. You inspired him every day to get out there on that road and run and make sure that I cross that finish line so I can have this story to share with you. And it's much more than just running. It's about creating that mental toughness in everything I do, approaching it with the same mental toughness. So y'all have a beautiful day. Thank y'all for tuning in. Missy, Brooke, Tina, all y'all know you all go-getters. My boy Jonathan. So certainly, hey, train how you fight. That's the motto for today. Get out there in those conditions, embrace the discomfort, because that comfort make you weak. You don't want to be weak. You got to be tough for this world. All right, I'm out. Deuces. Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Today, this beautiful Friday morning, I am reporting to you from the comforts of my warm home. Normally, you are used to seeing me out there just finishing up a run. The reason I'm able to report to you from my warm, cozy home is because Fridays on my marathon training plan are rest days. And rest days are extremely important. You certainly have to rest your mind and your body so that you can perform at peak, optimum performance. Because you got to realize that your mind power, your brain power, your physical abilities, it's a depletable resource. So as long as you're pushing yourself hard and maintaining your workout plan or whatever you're working towards, whatever you're devoting your energy and time to, you also have to take time to recharge, to rest, let your body rest, let your mind rest. And that's just part of the deal. I know a lot of people are overachievers, work very hard, workaholics, or whatever you want to call it. And when those type of people take breaks, vacations, rest days, I know typically feel guilty. But there's no reason to feel guilty for resting, because you need to recharge your body so that you can perform at peak performance. And as long as you put in the work on the days that you're supposed to be working, then you have no reason to feel guilty on days that you're supposed to be resting. So if I didn't put my miles in during the week, then today with a rest day, I would be feeling guilty about it. But I earned my rest day. My body is aching, knees, back, feet, everything. So I deserve this rest. I need to rest. And then tomorrow I'm right back at it, right back working, right back on the road, putting in those miles. So certainly my advice to you is to recharge your mind and your body. Take that time to rest. And then when you get back to work, you're going to perform at peak performance. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Edward, Latasha, my Gary folks, Gary, Indiana. But yeah, make sure that you're all performing at peak levels. Fifi, I know you're a hard worker, but make sure you're doing that, getting your rest in, and put in the work, but also put in that rest as well, because you need to recharge your mind and body. It's important. Edward, I'm sure you'd put in some running today. But yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you all today. I'm resting today, but tomorrow I'm right back at it. I'm gonna have a new theme for you all, and I'm excited about it. I actually have to do a 5K race tomorrow to assess where I'm at as far as my physical abilities. So I'm definitely gonna take full advantage of resting today. And Fifi, I'm always here if I can give you some motivation. I definitely would try to. And the biggest part of that is with motivating people, I have to be motivational myself in terms of doing action, showing you what motivation is all about, and taking on this feat of doing the 26-mile marathon. I just want to show you that, hey, life is a marathon. So you just got to keep at it every day. You're getting up and putting in the work, putting in those miles, metaphorically speaking, whatever those miles are for you. But that's all I have. Hope you all have a good Friday, a good weekend. And remember, every day it's a beautiful day. You're alive, you're breathing, you have the opportunity to impact someone by just being nice to them, just letting them know that, hey, I see you, I appreciate you, and hey, we in this together. You don't have to do it alone. Appreciate it, Edward. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do the best I can on that 5K. But y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good weekend, and I'll be back tomorrow with an update for you. I'm out. Good morning, Saturday morning. It's beautiful here in Dallas. Just ran a 5K race with the Dallas Run Club. We did about I did 3.1 miles. Beat my pace. Previously, I've been running about 10-minute mile pace because I didn't have anybody to run with. Now I got down to about 8-minute mile pace. So it's all about progression. Whew, still trying to catch my breath. Well, hey, gotta get back into shape for real. But today's theme is find your tribe. Find your tribe. And what that means is whatever goal you're pursuing, whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, you need to align yourself with people who are just as ambitious, pursuing either the same goal or pursuing something even more ambitious than what you're doing. Because once you find your tribe, then those are the people that's going to support you through the hard times, the days when you don't feel like putting in the work to get to where you need to go. Those are the people that's going to be your support to hold you accountable. What's up, Billy? Cuzzo? But yeah, because what's going to happen is once you start pursuing your ambitious goals and really change the person you've been and try to grow as a person, people around you, your friends and family that are used to you being one way, they're going to give you resistance. It's not because out of spite or envy, it's just because they're not used to that. And what that does is take them outside of their comfort zone, and it makes them uncomfortable because it's not the norm. People are most used to the norm. But once you start pursuing your goals and dreams and doing just big things, hey, you're gonna have to find a tribe that's aligned with the direction where you're going, that destination. Because just think of it like you get in a car. A car can only hold so many people. So you want the people in your car in that front seat, riding shotgun, people in the back seat. You want the people that's going the same destination that you're going. Because if not, then it's just going to be dead weight. Everybody not meant to go on the same journey that you're going. So find your tribe. For me, I'm running a marathon. So I go where people run marathons go. The Dallas Run Club, the local run club. Hey, these people are striving for the same goal I am. Versus me trying to get support from someone who's not running a marathon. They have no idea. They can't relate. They think it's crazy. But these people that's running this marathon today, well, 5K for me, but the people that's training to run this marathon, it's normal to them. That's their everyday life. So, of course, they're going to be the best support for me versus someone who doesn't understand where I'm going, what I'm trying to do. So that's the theme of the day. Find your tribe. That is so critical because you're going to get resentment as well from people who are not in your tribe, from people who are not trying to better themselves, trying to grow and trying to change the world. So you have to align yourself with people who are doing that. So fly with eagles every day. Find your tribe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm out until tomorrow. Take care. Also, be sure to share this video with somebody you think needs to hear this message. Like, and also let me know what goals are you pursuing. Because it's just not about, for me, it's about running because it symbolizes so much in life. Life is a marathon. So I want to be able to physically do a marathon and also make sure I have the mental strength and physical strength to do a marathon of life all the way to the end, finishing strong. So let me know what goals you're pursuing. What marathon are you running? What's your race? What's your daily milestones? Who is your tribe? How do you find them? And also share this video with someone that you think needs to hear this message. And like and share. All right, I'm out. Good afternoon. Hope that you all are having a beautiful Sunday. Blessed Sunday. I just got in my cross training for the day. I'm doing a marathon, so every day I have to do something training related other than my rest days. So today is cross training day, where I actually did some biking. I got my Lime bike, so I'm out here at White Rock Lake in Dallas, just getting it in. This video's a little late because I had church today, so I had to serve and got a later start than normal, but no matter what time you get started, as long as you do what you need to do for that day, that's all that matters. So today's theme is run your race. What that means is you have your own mission. You have what is ever determined for you to do to accomplish whatever goals you set. That's the mission that you're on. So don't worry about what other people are doing because they have their own mission. They're running their own race. So don't get distracted by what other people are doing. Don't get distracted about what's behind you, what's to the side of you, in front of you. All you want to keep your eyes on is the prize. Whatever you set that goal to be, that is your race. That is what you should focus on. Otherwise, it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get discouraged when you're comparing yourself to other people, when you're trying to run someone else's race, trying to fulfill their purpose in life. No, you have to focus on your own because that's all that matters is what you are intended to do, what your purpose is. So make sure set that goal and stick to it until you accomplish it. No matter what, no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets, just continue to focus on that goal that you set. Focus on your big why. Why are you doing it? Who is it going to impact? What lives is it going to change? That's what's going to keep you going in those hard times. So just run your race. Don't look behind you, to the side of you. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. It's irrelevant to what you're doing. Just make sure that you're running your own race. Focus on what you need to focus on to accomplish what you need to accomplish, and you'll be fine. So until tomorrow, you all keep running your race. And if you have anyone that you feel needs to hear this message, make sure you share it with them. Also, I love to hear, what race are you running? Metaphorically speaking, what marathon are you running? Because we all know life is a marathon. So I'd like to get some insight from what you have going on and what keeps you encouraged during those hard times. So let me know. Just leave it in the comments, and hey, let's collaborate. Let's support each other on our journey. All right, y'all, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm out. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope that your week is off to a great start. Today I'm reporting again from the comforts of my warm home, in my home office. I actually didn't have to run today because Mondays and Fridays are my rest days. That's the days I take to let my body recover from the other 5 days of beating it down, preparing for this marathon. So today's theme is don't look back. So even though I'm resting today, I still have a theme for you all. I promise you that, hey, every day over these next 16 weeks while I'm training for this marathon, I'm going to show up every day and give you some type of theme that I got from the training or just that I'm thinking about in regards to the marathon of life. That's really what it's all about. Good morning, Keelan, my main man. How are you? So the theme for today is don't look back. Now on Saturday, I did a 5K race. It was maybe about 500 people out there. And I'm proud to say I was still even though I'm not in the best shape, I was still in the top 20% as far as finishing. But while I was running that race, I found myself looking back once just to see who was all behind me and just how well I was doing in the race. And I realized right then and there, like, there's no reason to look back. Everything that I'm aiming towards, everything I'm racing for, the finish line is in front of me. So looking back does me no good. And that's the same thing in life. Your past, looking back on it and dwelling and feeling sorry for yourself or feeling that it's something that you can't accomplish because of what happened in the past, it does you no good. If you set a goal, that goal is in front of you. So every day that you wake up, you need to be moving towards that goal. Not looking in your rearview mirror, not looking back, not thinking, I wish I did this different, wish I did that different, or I can't do A or B because I was whatever in the past. That does you no good. That's not going to get you closer to your goal. The race lies in front of you. The finish line is up ahead. So always keep that in mind. Do not look back. Your past is your past. All that matters is how you're living your life in that present moment and what you're striving for in the future. So that is the most important thing that I can tell you. And that's something that just when I look back that once in the race on Saturday, I'm like, Derrich, what are you looking back for? If you're ahead of these people that's behind you, why do you care what's going on behind you? And that's the same thing with our past and our lives. What's done is done. We can't change it. So the only thing we can do is focus on the present and the future. So focus on the future and that finish line, reaching your goal. That is what's going to get you there. And one last tip is I had maybe a half a mile left before the end of the race. And when I'm racing, the people in front of me, my goal is to pick them off. So I'll see a person ahead, like, okay, Derrich, catch that person. If I catch that person, I'm gonna catch the next person. So that's what propels me forward. And I saw a guy looking back a couple times, and I could tell like he's on the ropes. And that gave me more inspiration and energy to make sure that I beat that guy. Just because he was looking back, and I knew that meant that, hey, he was just holding on for dear life, just trying to make it to the finish line and worried about what's behind him versus what's in front of him. So I definitely, with like 200 meters left, I caught him and I passed him at the finish line because I knew his tank was on empty. So keep that in mind when you're looking back, whether you're looking back in your past or you're looking back at your competition that you're already ahead of. Hey, that's giving your competition inspiration and energy to pass you if they know that you're worried about what's behind you versus what's in front of you. So that's the theme of the day. Don't look back. Your past is in your past. Focus on the present and your future and reaching your goals. So if you know somebody that needs to hear this message, feel free to share it with them. Also, I would love to hear whatever goals you are pursuing, what keeps you motivated to keep striving towards finishing them, and let me know how I can help in any way. And on that note, I'm out. Remember, don't look back. Have a great week. I'll be back tomorrow. As promised, you're gonna have to keep seeing this face. I'm gonna share everything that I got over these next 16 weeks with you all. So I'm out on that note. Good evening. I'm coming back to you from my 3-mile run today. This is day 8 of my marathon training program. And my previous videos, I normally get them to you by 7:30 in the morning. However, I joined the run club this weekend, and on Tuesday nights is when they run at 7 p.m. Whew. I hate running at night. I prefer to get out my workout, get it out in the morning, just get it done. Having to wait all day, by that time I'm lazy, exhausted. But hey, that just brings me to today's theme is be flexible. Although I hate running at night, hey, I signed up for a program and then the program runs at night, so I have to adjust accordingly and just be flexible and roll with it. It's not going to stop me from reaching my goals, so I'm willing to be flexible. So the same goes for you. There's going to be things in your life that you just don't enjoy doing. You prefer doing things a certain way. However, if it requires you to make adjustments in order to meet your goal, and hey, that's what you have to do. It's just that simple. It may be uncomfortable, it may be just mundane, or whatever the case is. Be willing to be flexible so that you reach your goals, so that you cross that finish line, no matter what gets in your way. Because every time there's an obstacle, there's always a detour. What's up, Eric? But yeah, so the theme of the day is be flexible. Because it's always going to be challenges, always going to be adjustments you have to make according to whatever conditions or adversity you're facing in life. So just like tonight I had to run because hey, that's the program, so that's what I had to do. Although I prefer running in the morning when I'm fresh and wide awake. However, I still did what I had to do, and you're gonna still do what you have to do whenever you face some type of adversity in your life, whenever you need to adjust to meet your goal. That's all that you need to do, is just be flexible. Be open to trying new things. Be open to just stepping outside your comfort zone. Just doing something that you don't normally do. Hey, that may be what it takes to get you over that hump. So that's all I have for you tonight. Be flexible. And so I appreciate it, Eric. Definitely I'm excited about joining the Fatherhood Club. So I'm really excited about that. So I got to get my stamina up. That's why I'm doing this marathon. I got to get my stamina up to be a dad. So I'm going to be ready. But yeah, definitely be flexible. Let me know how you're flexible in your life. What adjustments you've had to make to reach your goals. How'd you feel about it? Was it successful? What happened? Let me know. And if somebody you know needs to hear this message, feel free to share it, because I know a lot of times people get caught in their comfort zone and just want to keep with the same routine. But if you're trying to go to that next level, hey, you got to switch things up. You can't keep doing what you've been doing if you plan on getting a new result. So that's my goal for myself and you all, to be flexible and do what you need to do to get that result, to get across that finish line. I'll see you there. I'm out. Deuces. Good morning. Whew. Just finished up another run. As you all can see out here, sun's not even up yet. Man, I love beating the sun up. It just makes me feel so accomplished. Like I really did something. If I beat that sun up, then I know I'm ahead of schedule. I know I'm on the right track. So, but today's theme is racing yourself. At the end of the day, the only person is your biggest competition is yourself. You should always be striving for personal development, self-improvement. Good. Who was that? Who was that giving me a thumbs up? Let's see. I'll come back to it. But yeah, you should always be striving for personal development, self-improvement. Don't concern yourself about other people. At the end of the day, only person that you're really competing against is yourself. You want to be the better version of yourself every day. So however good you, what's up? Hey, morning, Chris. Run. That's what I'm gonna do. No, yeah, it's serious. It's a commitment, certainly. But hey, Army strong. I know you Marine strong. So yeah, simplify. But yeah, you certainly want to always be thinking about how can you improve. Don't be distracted by what someone else is doing, because you don't know their story. You don't know what's going on in the background, and it doesn't matter. What somebody else is doing is not going to help you. So truly focus on being a better version of yourself every day. So the analogy I'm using is with this marathon. I started last week. I was averaging about 10-minute miles. I was pretty out of shape. Now I'm down. Yesterday I did low 9-minute miles. This morning I did a high 8-minute 50-second mile. So that's my competition. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about the best marathon runner, what their time is, or what my friends are doing. I don't care. At the end of the day, I want to know, okay, Derrich, are you improving? Are you faster today than you were yesterday? Are you a better person today than you were yesterday? Are you more mentally strong or more physically stronger than you were yesterday? That is my goal every morning I wake up. So that should be your goal as well, in terms of focusing on yourself, focusing on your own personal development, building your mental and physical strength. That's all that matters. That's what's going to get you to those goals, get you across that finish line. So that's my message to you today. Focus on self-development. Focus on your own mental and physical strength. Don't be distracted by what other people have going on. It doesn't matter. It's not going to help you in your own personal life. So focus on in you as an individual. What's up, Myron? Morning. So yeah, personal development, physical and mental strength, those are going to be your keys to success. Not being distracted by other people. So run your race. Compete against yourself. Try to chase the better version of yourself every day, every morning, and that's going to be your keys to success. Chris and Myron, thanks for tuning in. I'm curious, just let me know, what race are you running? What's your marathon? What big goal do you have for 2019? Share with me and let me know what's your strategy for accomplishing that. I'm just curious. I like to iron sharpens iron, so I like to hear what other people have going on. But at the end of the day, I'm focused on my race. I can be inspired by other people, but I'm not worried about competing against other people because I'm running my own race. Good morning, Latoya. So that's the key: self-development, personal development. On that note, I'm out. I got to get back to the grind. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. And also share this message with anyone you think that may needs to hear it. Appreciate it. I'm out. See you tomorrow. Good morning, TGIF. Happy Friday. Another great day to be alive, even though it's rainy here in Dallas. I'm always happy to wake up for another day to conquer the world. Today is Friday, so it's a rest day for me for my marathon training program. So I get to rest, let my body recover from the beating it's been taking all week, putting in those miles. But I'm not as sore this week as I was last week. And today's theme that I'm bringing to you today, even though it's a rest day for me, I'm still going to at least bring you a marathon / life analogy every day. Some type of theme that I can bring you that I can relate to running a physical marathon, then actually running the marathon of life. So today's theme is good habits begets more good habits. So it's pretty cool how that works. Essentially, since I've started training for this marathon, I've picked up more good habits. So I've started drinking more water, less alcohol, less fruit juice, less just anything that's not water. I'm more so focused on staying hydrated so that I can operate at peak performance when I'm training for this marathon. So there's one good habit: drinking more water and less bad stuff. Another good habit is just the food I'm putting in my body. I'm more conscious about that now. So now I'm thinking about, what's up, Keisha? So now I'm thinking about every time I eat, is this what I'm about to eat going to help me get across that finish line? Is it going to help me finish the race and perform at peak performance? So like yesterday, I was eating breakfast. I chose to eat salmon versus bacon. The other day, I chose to eat baked fish instead of fried chicken. So things like that, where it's starting to be a domino effect now where I'm more conscious because I started off with a good habit, and then it's leading to more good habits. So the same thing in life. Ask yourself, when you set these goals of things you want to accomplish, you have that laser focus on what you want to accomplish, what your finish line is. Ask yourself, are your daily habits, are the decisions you're making helping you get closer to your goal? Is it going to help you cross that finish line? And if those habits are not going to help you cross the finish line, then you can put those in the bad habits category and try to put those outside of your life. You don't need those bad habits. You want to focus on the habits that are going to help you accomplish your goals, help you live up to your fullest potential. Those are the daily habits that you want to have, and it all starts with one good habit. One good habit leads to two good habits. Two good habits leads to three, and it's just a domino effect. So that's the message for today. Good habits beget other good habits. So get in the habit of starting with good habits. So that's what I have for you today. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. And always, feel free to share this message with someone you feel that needs to hear it. Also in the comments, let me know what are some of your good habits. And what's up, Simon? Yeah, let me know what are some of your good habits and just whatever goals you're working towards. Just 2019 just started, so yeah, what are you working towards for 2019? What's your big goal? What finish line are you trying to get across in life? So share those with me. I like to hear that. It keeps me motivated. But on that note, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm out, and remember, good habits, that's the key. All right. Good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in Dallas. This is day 11 of my marathon training program, and just finished a 9-mile run. I haven't run that distance in over 10 years, since my Army days, and some kind of way got through it. So today's theme is resilience. And essential resilience is whenever you're facing some type of adversity, what helps you have the mental and physical strength is going to be your resilience. Tapping into that resiliency to know that you have the capabilities to overcome whatever obstacle or adversity that you're facing. So you have to tap into that resiliency. And that's what I had to do this morning, is knowing I haven't run over three miles in over 10 years, being faced with a 9-mile run. That's an obstacle. That's what many would consider adversity. However, I know that I've overcame much more stronger adversity in my past. I've overcome a lot. So I had to think back to, okay, Derrich, you got this. Derrich, you're mentally and physically strong. You have demonstrated that mental and physical strength throughout your life. So that's what I had to tap into to know that 9 miles, I got this, no problem. So it's the same thing you need to do whenever you're faced with adversity in your life. Think back to what you've already accomplished. Think back to what you have done when you have demonstrated mental and physical strength. And be reminded of that. Be reminded just how strong you are, because you have no idea how strong the human body is. It's strong. It's capable of a lot, but you won't know how strong you are until you step outside your comfort zone and push yourself. That's when you're going to realize just how strong you really are. Morning, Olivia. But yeah, resiliency is the key. So whenever you're faced with a challenge in your life, whenever you feel like you just can't get through what you're faced with, get over that adversity, think back to what you've already accomplished. Think back to when you've demonstrated mental and physical strength. And that's what's going to let you know, I got this. This is nothing. Just a breeze. That's what I'm going to leave you with that message today. So let me know times when you've demonstrated resiliency in your life. And then, because the ironic thing about it is, our mind forgets how strong we really are. Our mind thinks about automatically goes to the times when we failed, the times when we didn't show resiliency. That's what our mind remembers. But you want to think back to the times you did show resiliency. That's what's going to get you over the adversity that you're facing. So on that note, I'm out of here. I actually got to deliver a keynote speech today at the National Speakers Association. So that's what I'm on today. No rest for the rear. I got to keep going. Go home and stretch, get dressed, and back at it. So I just want you all to leave you with that. Just always remember, tap into that resiliency that you have, because resiliency is it's a natural resource. It's renewable. You can't run out of resiliency, but your mind tells you you're out of resiliency. Your mind tells you that your resiliency is depleted, but it's not. You have it. You just have to tap back into it. Remember who you are. Remember where you come from. Remember what you've done, and that's going to get you over the adversity that you're facing in your life. So remember, life is a marathon. So just always be focused on your destination, getting to that destination. What's going to get you across the finish line? All right, I'm out of here. Thanks, Olivia. I'm looking forward to completing this marathon, crossing that finish line. And I'm just taking you all along on the journey. And be sure to share this message, this video with someone you feel needs to hear this message. And let me know if anything I said resonated with you. Thanks, I'm out.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Today is day 12, I believe, of my marathon training program. I'm reporting from the floor of my home. I just finished doing my cross training. So that's what was on my schedule today, cross training. And pretty much cross training is pretty much anything but running. So I did push-ups and sit-ups for 30 minutes. So just still met my quota. Yesterday we did the 10-mile run, and let's say afterwards I was pretty sore. By the end of the day, my knees were hurting really bad. And I normally don't have knee problems, but I had some really bad knee problems. So that makes me think of today's theme, which is endure. So when you're faced with challenges, you're going to have to endure some things. You're going to have to endure whether it's pain, whether it's sacrifices, whether it's whatever that's discomfort for you. You're going to have to endure that when you're trying to accomplish your goals. And it's not always fun. Definitely enduring pain is not fun. Me doing push-ups and sit-ups that still was painful for me, for my knees. My whole body is just sore. But hey, I had to get it done still, because every day I'm driving towards making sure that I have what it takes, that mental and physical strength to cross that finish line, to complete this marathon. And the same thing for you and whatever you're pursuing in your life, trying to accomplish. You have to endure pain, you have to endure discomfort, you have to endure rejection, just anything that life's going to throw at you in the form of adversity. You have to endure it, but just know that that doesn't last forever. Storm does not last forever. You're just as you endure it, it's making you stronger, and it's preparing you for the next battle, next obstacle that you're going to need to overcome. So don't just enjoy the process. That's all I can say. Just fight through it and make adjustments as you need to in life. But just know that, hey, you're going to have to endure some things. If it's something worthwhile that you're pursuing, you're going to have to endure some things. It's not going to be an easy road. If it was, then there's no point even doing it. So that's what I want to leave you all with. Endure. Remember that. And I'm sure that you're going to get to that finish line, and I'll see you there. So on that note, if you know someone needs to hear this message, be sure to share this video with them. Also comment, let me know what you're enduring in your life, what you're pursuing in order to accomplish whatever goals you've set. So I'm about to enjoy a movie with my wife and then head to bed. I'm pretty exhausted. So y'all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow.
Good morning. It's day 13 of my marathon training program. Monday morning. It's always great to get the Monday morning started right, beating the sun up. That's always my motto. I hope your week is off to a good start. Today's theme is pace yourself. The reason I picked pace yourself is, so for my training program today, I had to run just 30 minutes, easy pace, not worrying about the mileage, not trying to really push myself, but just put in 30 minutes. And so I just paced myself, just easy, nice run. I still want to at least accomplish 3 miles in that 30 minutes, so I reached that goal as well, but that's just me being a little overachiever. The goal of that is in life, when you're, what's up, Brock? Good morning. So yeah, when you're in life, when you want to divide and conquer, you don't want to try to do too many things at one time. You got to pace yourself, because if you set all of these goals and try to simultaneously do them, you're juggling a lot of balls at the same time, and eventually you're going to drop them. And in that scenario, a lot of times when you're doing too much at one time, then nothing gets accomplished. So when you pace yourself, that's when you prioritize and what's most important right now in your life. Get that done, accomplish that goal, then move on to the next one. Don't try to do 10 different things at the same time, because just our brains are not wired to multitask efficiently like that. It's not going to be as effective as if you're focusing on one priority at a time, then moving on to the next priority. You want to pace yourself, just like my run this morning. I just paced myself, just made sure I got in the mileage, meet that milestone, and hey, now I can move on to the next milestone. So in life, divide and conquer. Don't do too much at one time. Prioritize. That is the key. You need to prioritize because everything's not urgent. Everything's not important, critical right now. So focus on what's most important, and that's where you want to invest the majority of your time, effort, and energy in accomplishing what's most important, the number one priority in your life, then moving on to the next priority. So remember to pace yourself, and I know that you're going to accomplish whatever goals you need to accomplish. Morning, Pebbles. I know you're an early riser, going to be up. But yeah, pace yourself, focus on your priorities, knock out one big goal at a time and move on to the next. Don't try to do 10 different things at one time because you're going to eventually drop the ball. I certainly can relate to that. So put in the mileage, do what you need to do, and accomplish those goals. Be sure in the comments, let me know what goals are you striving towards. And then also be sure to share this message with someone who you feel needs to hear it. So prioritize and pace yourself. I'm out. Got to continue my day. Y'all have a good week. See you tomorrow. Good evening, everyone. This video's a little later than my normal ones. I'm normally in the morning get my run in, but part of my race plan today was to run with my run club tonight at 7 p.m. They got started. Have put in 6 miles. Today's theme is your race plan. Whenever you're starting and you're racing towards your goals and you have a plan starting out, be open to changing that plan. Hey, what's up, Brock? Kiki, how's it going? Mary, all y'all online tonight. What's up? So yeah, I just finished up 6 miles out here at White Rock Lake. Feels good out here actually. Once you get to running, it warms up. But yeah, today's theme is all about your race plan. So you can start out with one race plan, and as you start racing towards your goals, you may have to make adjustments. Shayna, what's happening? But yeah, as you're racing towards your goals, you may have to make adjustments. So be open to that, because I look at it as like running in fog or driving in fog. As you get further along, you may see that those adjustments may get you towards your goal faster or get you to that finish line faster. So certainly be open to adjusting your race plan if you need to. Ideally, you won't have to, but if you do, if you find a better route, or if the original plan that you had in place leads you to a dead end, then hey, you have to make those adjustments. Let's see. But yeah, that's the plan. So actually for me tonight, I had planned on running with the run club, but I ended up running. I got there late. They was already gone. But hey, I still knew I had to get my 6 miles in regardless. So I had to adjust the plan. So I still came out here to White Rock Lake and ran by myself, zoned out to some music, and still accomplished my mission. Same thing for you. Once you start off with a plan, if it doesn't work out as you intended, don't get discouraged. You always can adjust that plan for sure. And you just gotta always be flexible, but definitely make sure whatever plan you adjusted to, as long as it's still getting you in that same direction towards your goal and it'll get you to that finish line, then it really doesn't matter what plan you use, as long as you get to the finish line. That's the goal. Once you all accomplish whatever you set out to do. Oh yeah, Shane, I know you know about adjustment and being flexible. Gotta do what you gotta do. I'm certainly looking forward to running that half marathon with you. It's gonna be fun. But that's the theme of the night. Just remember that. Be willing to adjust your plan, just because sometimes your original plan can lead you to a dead end, and you don't want to just keep going down that dead end road because you set a plan in the beginning and you just don't want to stick with it. No, be flexible, willing to adjust. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on that finish line. I'm about to head home and finally get some dinner, but certainly wish you all the best with whatever your goals you're pursuing. Just keep striving. I'm out. Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday, hump day. You made it, congratulations. Only 2 more days in the week. I just finished putting in 4-mile run. Just had to put it in, getting that work in. So for those of you, this may be your first time watching this video, or these live streams. So I'm training for a marathon. I'm doing a half marathon next month. That's 12.3 miles. And then I'm doing a full marathon in April, which is going to be 26.2 miles. So I'm putting in the mileage now, so to make sure that I can cross that finish line come race day. And the reason I'm doing these live streams is every time I'm running, I realize it's an analogy to life. When you're talking about when you're running, when you're racing towards whatever your finish line is, whatever your goal may be, I just, all type of analogies come in my head when I'm out there putting in on mileage to get across the finish line. So today's theme is all about mileage, putting in the miles. So whatever goal you are pursuing, you have to put in the miles. There's no shortcut to your goal. It's not going to happen through osmosis. It's just not going to happen. It's a matter of you wishing or hoping. You got to put in the work. And just in relation to running, I have to put in those miles every day, whatever's on my training schedule. What's up, Pebbles? Whatever's on my training schedule, I got to put those miles in. If I don't, then come race day, mentally, I know I'm not going to be ready. Physically, I'm not going to be ready. My mind is going to be like, nah, we ain't doing this. You ain't about to cross that finish line because you ain't put in the work to get there. So the same thing, whatever goals you're pursuing, be willing to put in that work, realize there's no shortcuts, and just got to put in that mileage because, that's the only way you're going to accomplish your goals. So just realize every time that you're pursuing something, it comes at a cost. Gerard, what's good, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute. But I'm just talking about just giving an analogy to life regarding me training for a marathon and me having to put in the mileage every week. And the same thing, somebody pursuing a goal, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the mileage. There's no shortcuts. So don't even think about it. If you find a shortcut, you're going to pay for it in the end. On race day, you're going to pay for it. And so put in the mileage, be willing to do the work, and realize, it's going to all pay off in the end. You just got to embrace the process. It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be sunny days. It's going to be rainy days as well. Today is sunny in Dallas. 2 weeks ago, I was running in the freezing rain. So you just got to always go through those storms and realize the sun's coming. But definitely if you put in the work, put in that mileage, you're going to make it to the finish line. You're going to accomplish whatever goal you're trying to accomplish. So I'm just taking you all on this journey from me starting 2 weeks ago to whenever I cross that finish line of this marathon in April. 26.2 miles. I'll repeat that again. And I'm not a runner no more. I used to be a runner back in my old days, but I haven't ran in 15 years. So this is a new adventure for me, but this is a big goal that I set out to accomplish before I become a father. So that's my big why of why I'm doing it. And at the same time to motivate you all for whatever goal you're pursuing, to let you see that, anything's possible. Someone else did it, that means you can do it. So that's my motto. Somebody ran a marathon before and finished, that means I can run a marathon and finish. So take that approach in whatever you're pursuing in life and you'll be successful. So that's the theme for today. Put in those miles. That's what's going to get you across the finish line and help you accomplish your goal. On that note, I'm about to go take the dog to play and get me some food in, but I'll be back tomorrow. I got to do another 4 or 5 miles, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to get across that finish line. I hope you do the same as well. All right, thanks for tuning in. Good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Marathon Chronicles, where I share with you the life lessons that I'm learning out here from putting these miles in on this road. Certainly, every day I'm running, there's all type of analogies going through my head as far as, just running towards that finish line. And it all ties back to life and any goal that you're pursuing. So today's theme is why not me? Why not me? And what that means is, if you see somebody else doing something that you desire to have the outcome that they're getting, why can't you do it? Why can't you have whatever you desire that you see someone else has? Because only difference between you and the person that has what you want, they made the conscious decision that they're going to do whatever it takes to get that. So they're going to stop wishing, stop hoping, and they're going to put in the work to do whatever it takes to get it. So it just comes back to, why not you? Just ask yourself that question whenever you find yourself wishing that you had something, desiring someone else's life or the outcomes that they're receiving, the success that they're achieving. Why can't you do it? You can. The only difference is they don't have any superhuman powers. The only difference is they made that conscious decision that, I'm going to do what it takes to make this happen. What's up, Eric? So that's the key. Ask yourself, why not me? Why can't I accomplish what I see someone else accomplish? And like I said, it all comes down to the decision, to make the decision, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do it. And it's easy. Rarely are you going to be doing something that someone hasn't already done before you. So that gives you an advantage because you can find out what strategy did they use to accomplish what you're trying to achieve. So ask those that's already accomplished what you tried to achieve. Be willing to put in the work that they put in, because believe nobody just gave it to them, most likely. And that's what it comes down to. Why not you? And that's the question I asked myself. My wife's friend Ronnie, she does marathons, and I just remember just hearing about seeing the pictures and hearing about all the mileage she putting in. And then she came to Dallas to do a marathon, and we was out there watching her, and it was at the finish line. And I just thought, if she can do that, I can do it. It's like they was having fun. So it's just a matter of getting up off the sideline, stop being a spectator, and realize that you can do whatever you put your mind to, whatever you're willing to put in the work for, you can accomplish. Nobody has superhuman powers. So they got the same resources that you have, the same 2 arms and 2 legs that you have. So don't sell yourself short. Always strive to be better. Always strive for that next level to reach your full potential. So that's the theme for today. Why not you? Why can't you accomplish what you want to accomplish? If you see someone else did it, that means you can do it as well. What up, Mike? So that's all I want to leave you all with. Like I say, every day I'm just doing these marathon chronicles, because every time I'm out here putting in these miles, I'm realizing this is just an analogy to life. When you're driving towards a goal, it's the same analogy to life. So just ask yourself that question: why not me? And you realize you can do whatever you see somebody else accomplish. Just like I'm gonna finish this marathon because I witnessed someone else do it. So they had 2 legs and 2 arms like me, so that means I can do it. So you accomplish your goals too. I'll be back tomorrow. Deuces.
Welcome to another episode of the Mentor. I'm mixing them up. Welcome to another episode of the Marathon Chronicles. This is week 3 of my marathon training program. And every day I just share with you all some type of life-related analogy that I think related to running, training, putting in mileage. So today's message just has to do with self-inflicted pain and discomfort. So what's up, Sam? Yeah, today we're talking all about self-inflicted pain and discomfort. And what that means is last night when I came home from running, I told my wife I fell asleep at like 7:30. Lee, how you doing? How's it going? So I fell asleep at like 7:30. I told my wife just how sore I was from running 5 miles and just this training program I've been involved with. And she told me, you know you're doing this to yourself, right? Like, you have an option. And I realized, yeah, I do have an option. Me setting the goal to run a marathon is just a personal goal. It's no one's making me do it. I'm not getting paid to do it. But it's something I want to do. And as a result, I'm having to endure this self-inflicted pain and discomfort. But that's just like life. I feel like if I can't endure self-inflicted pain and discomfort, the physical pain and discomfort, I'm having trouble enduring other pain and discomfort, whether it's mentally or physically, and other things, other goals that I set. So you just have to think about when you're setting these goals and when you're working towards them, and just all the sacrifices you're making and any discomfort that you're enduring. That's part of the process. Nothing comes easy. And that's just what I'm realizing. So even my knees hurting, my feet hurting back, hey, it's all going to be worth it when I cross that finish line, when I can say, okay, I accomplished my goal. I set a major goal and I stuck with it. I was consistent. It's all worth it. Just like when you accomplish your goals, it's going to always be worth it. So just embrace the process in terms of the discomfort and self-inflicted pain that you're enduring. But hey, it comes with the territory. It comes with the prestige of accomplishing something great. And I know that each and every one of you have the ability to accomplish something great. So hey, I'm going to see you all at the finish line. But just wanted to share that message with you all. Today is a rest day for me. 6 days a week I train. On Fridays I get to rest. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Rest and relaxation. Then tomorrow morning I got to knock out 10 miles. So hey, back to the self-inflicted pain and discomfort. But it's all worth it. I just can't wait to show you all once I hit that finish line and say, hey, I did it. And just take you all along that journey with me. And just to see, just try to inspire people to make sure they stick with their goals and follow through. This is January. We're almost 3 weeks in. I know a lot of you set big goals. Hey, you have to stay consistent. You have to stick with your plan. You're gonna feel pain and discomfort. You're gonna be discouraged, but stick with it. I'm doing everything I can to help you stick with it. And hey, you all help me stick with what I'm doing. So on that note, I'm out. Enjoy the rest of it. Hope you have a great weekend. And I'll have another tidbit for you, something related to life and running tomorrow after I finish these 10 miles. So y'all have a good evening. Thanks for watching.
Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Marathon Chronicles, where I share with you my journey of training for this marathon, 26.2 miles, and just relaying different analogies related to life and running. Whew, just knocked out 10 miles. It's 34 degrees here. We got snow flurries. The wind was brutal. But as you've been watching my previous videos, you know my motto, Army, train how you fight. Because if you only train for the good conditions, then you're not going to be ready when the bad conditions hit you. Good morning, Micaiah. So yeah, today's theme is reinvent yourself. And essentially what that means is we all have the option to become a better version of ourselves. No matter what we did in our past, no matter who we used to be, we have the option every day to become a better version of ourselves. So just because you did things a certain way in 2018, you don't have to continue doing those things if you want to change. If you want to implement more good habits, be a better person, make a bigger impact, help people, you always have that option to change, to reinvent yourself. So the person I'm aiming to be in 2019 is a better version of Derrich was in 2018. And just keep in mind that once you start making major lifestyle changes and you're really working to improve yourself, people that used to know the old version of you, they may give you some resistance. They may be like, hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to stay the same. I don't like this new version of you. But hey, you can make up in your mind and say, hey, that was old me. I have the free will to become a better person today. I have the free will to be better than I was last year, this year. So that's something that you just got to keep in mind. For me personally, 2018, I've always been a hard worker, but I was a hard partier as well. So weekends, I would party all night Friday till the sun come up, wake up Saturday, be hungover, sleep all day, and then do it all over again on Saturday. And just my whole weekends used to be just partying, drinking, a blur. It was fun, but that's not my version of fun anymore. Don't get me wrong, I still party every now and again, but now I'm waking up at 7 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, so I can be at the start line at 7 and knocking out 10 miles. Well, today was 10. So that wasn't my routine last year. But however, I'm making the conscious decision that I want to have a healthier lifestyle. I want to do things that's going to more so inspire people and motivate them than just partying my weekends away. So I'm being more purposeful about how I spend my time, the activities that I do, and that's my intentions. So keep in mind, you have that option as well. I don't care what people tell you or what their image of how you used to be, you can change that image. It all starts with you. Once you decide that you want to change, hey, start surrounding yourself with people who are on that same journey. And you won't have to experience that resistance, and you won't have to experience people hating on you or trying to get you to go back to your old ways. You have the option to be a better person. So I'm wishing you all the best in 2019. Hope that you're sticking with your New Year's resolutions, and I hope that you always aiming to be a better version of yourself. You're not confined to who you used to be. You can break those chains and be a better person. So that's the message for the day. My fingers are freezing. It is freezing out here, but I had to deliver that message for you all. So now I'm about to head home and eat and rub down these knees. They're aching. Y'all have a good weekend. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out.
Good evening. Welcome to day 19 of my marathon training program. And this is just another episode of the Marathon Chronicles, where I share with you some type of life-related analogy that's related to me running. So, what's up, Shayna? How was your weekend? So yeah, today's theme is running uphill. So yesterday when I was doing my 10-mile run, we had to do a lot of hills. And when we were running up the hill, as you know, running up a hill is grueling. If you feel that burn in your legs, it's just everything hurts when you're running uphill. But once you get uphill, you have to go downhill. So once you go downhill, it's a totally different story. Now your momentum is carrying you, and it's easy breeze. You're coasting when you're running downhill. It's just the momentum is pushing you forward. So I think it's the same in life. Whenever you have a major challenge or obstacle ahead of you, and
what it takes to get over that obstacle, that adversity, it hurts, it's painful, it's discomfort and everything. But once you get over that obstacle, which is your metaphorical heel, then after that it's downhill. Then after that, the momentum's carrying you and you're just coasting downhill to reaching your goal, to the finish line. So that's something I was thinking about as we were running up those hills. Like, okay, I just got to get to the top. Because once I get to the top of this hill, then, hey, now I can enjoy the coast downhill. Just keep that in mind when you're encountering adversity, when you're going through these obstacles in life, that, hey, it's the same. Just when you're running up that hill, you're also going to have the pros, you get to enjoy the benefit of going downhill. So it's going to be peaks and valleys. Everything's not going to be an uphill climb. Once you get to the top of that hill, now you get to go downhill and just ride it on out. So keep that in mind. Don't get discouraged when you feel that it's obstacle after obstacle that you're facing. Once you get over that obstacle, it's going to be some rejoicing, and your momentum is going to carry you over other obstacles, and it's just going to continue. That momentum is a snowball effect. So that's the message I want to share with you all today, is the hills. You're running those hills, you get to the top, now you've done the hard part. Now going down the hill is going to be easy breezy. You get to coast on down. So just hang in there, keep climbing those hills, keep overcoming those obstacles. It's going to be all worth it in the end, and you're going to accomplish your goals. So I'll see you all at the finish line, and I'll be back tomorrow. All right, y'all have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Marathon Chronicles, where I come to you every day and share some life-related analogy that I'm picking up from training for a marathon. Yes, that's a full marathon, 26.2 miles, and this makes week 3, day 20 of the program. So it's been going so far so good. On Saturday, as a group, we completed 10 miles. Then this upcoming Saturday, we'll be completing 12 miles and so forth. Working our way up, progression, that's the name of the game. But today's theme is all about, the message is about a lonely road. And what I realize is, for example, me training for this marathon, even though I'm a member of a run club, we only run together on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Those other 4 days a week that I'm training, I'm doing it by myself. I'm out here putting in those miles by myself. So it's a lonely road. And that applies to success of trying to accomplish anything major in life. The more you raise the stakes, the higher you set your sights, the fewer people that are going to come along with you. So when you have your sights set low with mediocrity and just doing average things, then yeah, you're gonna have a lot of company. It's gonna have no shortage of people who are willing to do that with you. But as you set your sights higher to bigger goals and want to accomplish just remarkable things in life, then hey, you're gonna travel that road mostly alone. That's why it is important to find your tribe so they can support you along the way as much as possible. But for the most part, you're going to have to be self-accountable, and you're going to have that determination and just keep your sights on your big why you're doing it. And that's what's going to get you through. That's what's going to get you to that finish line. Because as I said, it's a lonely, lonely road. So I'm out there just me and my music and just putting in those miles. That's the same thing you're going to have to do. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, hey, grind it out. Do what you need to do. Stick to your plan and put in those miles to get across the finish line of whatever goal you have set. So 2019 January is almost in the books. So hey, there's no excuses. What's up, Latidra? Yeah, no excuses. Just have your plan, stick to it. Realize, it's a lonely road. Successful people they're usually at the top of the mountain, and a lot of other people there with them. But hey, if that's what you desire, if you want to live a great life, you want to live to your fullest potential, hey, you don't need a big cadre, a big entourage with you. You know that, hey, you have these sights set on something big, and you know who it's going to impact. And hey, you just do it. Put in that mileage and get used to being alone. Hey, that's part of the game. That's what parts of what comes with success. So that's the message for today. Success is a lonely road. When you're doing big things, it's not going to be a lot of people alongside of you outside of your tribe, and they'll be there to support you when they can. But for the most part, you're going to be grinding by yourself. So do whatever you need to do, align yourself with whatever support systems you need. But yeah, get used to being alone, doing it by yourself. And that's something I know Pebbles can relate to as far as the remarkable things she's accomplished as far as weight loss. She has her the trap tribe, the trap music tribe. But yeah, I'm sure a lot of the time she's putting in that work by herself. She's hitting those 2 a days by herself. So yeah, you're just not going to have a lot of people with you while you're trying to accomplish great things. Like I said, only time you'll have a lot of people with you, you're just trying to do basic stuff, just everyday average things. So when you're trying to do great things, oh man, get ready to be alone. Get ready for people to admire from afar. They're not necessarily going to be alongside you. So that's the message for today. You're gonna be putting in those miles by yourself, but hey, you're gonna reap the rewards. Hey, by yourself as well. You can share them, but hey, you gotta put in the work by yourself. You're gonna reap the rewards by yourself. So that's the name of the game. Pebbles, keep doing what you're doing. You certainly keep me inspired. But I'm about to get ready to get some food now, recharge. But I had a good 3.5 mile run today. Exactly, got to be extraordinary. And extraordinary that's elite. You want to be in the elite category. If it's just a lot of people doing the exact same thing you're doing, then yeah, that's not that elite. So the fewer people that are doing what you're doing, that's when you know you're elite. So when you're elite, you're gonna do a lot of it by yourself. So that's the name of the game. But we built for this. That's what we made of. All right, Pebbles, I'm out. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of my Marathon Chronicles, where I bring you a life-related analogy in comparing training for a marathon and just pursuing any goals in life. So since it's been 21 days officially since I started this training program, I wanted to reference, it's been several studies that say it takes 21 days to form a new habit. So certainly running every day, that's a new habit for me. I haven't been a runner in over 15 years. I've been more just lifting weights, but so starting back running, this has been a new habit for me. So after 21 days, I guess it feels like a habit. I definitely got accustomed to it. My knees disagree. They hurt every time, but I'm used to running every day now, so I could say it is a habit. However, I would say it's not just the amount of time that's lapsed. It's not just the 21 days. It's more so what I've done in anticipation to accomplish this goal. And some of the biggest things that I would encourage each of you to do with any of your goals, if you're serious about accomplishing them, then first you need to write it down. You need to write your goal down because that's half the battle right there. You're 42% more likely to accomplish a goal if you write it down. Another thing that's going to help ensure you accomplish your goal, if you announce it, you share it with people who are going to support you and hold you accountable to accomplish that goal, people that you don't want to let down. So your family, friends, just whoever your support system is. After you write your goal down, let them know what your goal is and also set a date when you plan to accomplish that goal. So once you write it down, you set a date and then you share it with people who are going to support you and hold you accountable, then you're well on your way. You're almost there. What's up, Kelly? It was a good run tonight, certainly. But yeah, since it's been 21 days for me, it's certainly become a habit as far as running. But the biggest things is, hey, I wrote the goal down. I said I want to complete a full marathon. I set a date. I signed up with the Dallas Run Club, so I have accountability partners. So it's all a team effort, certainly. But that's the biggest things as far as you really want to set goals that you're serious about accomplishing, then that's what it's going to take. And you have to be consistent. You have to stick to whatever your plan is to accomplish that goal. Have to stick to it. Let people know, give people status updates on where you are with your goal. If you're struggling to accomplish your goal, having any setbacks, reach out to your support system and see how they can help you, whether it's just encouragement or maybe other ways that can help you accomplish your goal. But yeah, you don't have to do it alone. So it's all teamwork, support, And that's the key. You find that tribe who is just as ambitious as you are and pursuing similar goals, then you're going to reach the finish line. You're going to get there. So that's my message for tonight. As far as forming new habits, science says it takes 21 days of consistently performing that activity before it becomes a habit and essentially second nature to you. But also you want to ensure you write it down, set a date, and share it with people who are going to support and hold you accountable. On that note, I'm about to have some dinner. I'm exhausted after the 7-mile run tonight, but it was fun. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, Kelly. I'll see you on Saturday. I think we have 12 miles this Saturday, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm out of here. Have a good night.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 22 of my marathon training program and also my Marathon Chronicles, where every day after my training, I share with you whatever life-related analogy that I thought about while training or that's related to running. So today, what I was thinking about all along my run was being strategic about what I focus on. Because yesterday we did basically interval training at a pretty fast pace. And this morning, last night, my knees are paying for it. Yes, I am getting old, but it's all a state of mind. I'm still a youngster. My knees disagree though. Oh, my knees are hurting really bad. I want more just real stiffness. So I started doing some research this morning. I found out about runner's knee. And it says pretty common where runners, especially new runners, they experience it. So I did some research and figured out some ways to alleviate that pain. Got some knee straps for my patella, and they work pretty good. But as I was running, I still felt the stiffness, but I felt it wasn't as comfortable. But the message today is about being strategic about what you focus on. So for me, I had a choice. I could either focus on my knees being stiff and that pain related to it, or I could focus on all the beautiful things that I was seeing along my route and just how serene and relaxing it was, and just how blessed I am to be able to run in this type of environment for leisure. It's people that want to run who can't run. So along my route, I saw a horse, and I saw just a running stream, and just taking in all of the sights, things that if I was focused on my knee pain, then I wouldn't have saw. I would have been so worried about ouch, 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 versus really taking in what I was seeing and really taking in the environment. So that's a lesson that you all can apply to your lives as well. There's going to be some rough days when you're pursuing your dreams and goals where it hurts, whether it's physically or mentally. You're just drained and in pain and just can't see the finish line, but that's part of the process. So just take in what's around you. Take in, be grateful for what you can see, what you have available to you, whatever resources, whatever sights and sounds. Just take it all in. It's beautiful because, hey, my motto is things can always be worse. And you really want to be grateful for everything that you have and really don't dwell on the struggle that you're going through. That's just part of the process. And even though I know it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, that you're making progress. And just remain consistent and just keep moving forward, keep striding forward. You're going to make it to the finish line. You're going to make it to achieve all of your wildest dreams and goals. So that's my message tonight. Definitely strategic focus. Shaka, thanks for tuning in. Marie, appreciate you listening. But yeah, that's it. Strategic focus. That's a conscious choice we can make what we focus on. And also, whatever you focus on is going to expand. So if you focus on negative things, you focus on the pain, the struggle, hey, that's all you're going to see. That's all you're going to feel. But even within struggle, you can find that light. You can see something that's really worth being grateful for. So choose to focus on that. It's your choice. On that note, I'm about to head home and ice these knees. But I hope you all have a good evening, and I'll be back tomorrow with another message for you. All right, thanks for tuning in. Good afternoon. Welcome back to another episode of my Marathon Chronicles, as I take you along the journey while I'm training for this full marathon, 26.2 miles. And just certainly every time I'm out here training, putting in this mileage, just all type of ideas are flowing through my head in terms of analogies related to running and life. So we're training for this marathon. This is a major goal. It's something where less than 1% of the Americans complete a full marathon. So I'm looking forward to being a part of that elite category. And I'm sure whatever goals you're pursuing, you're looking forward to being part of whatever elite category that'll put you in. But today's theme is about coasting. And when it comes to life, you have really two options. You can take the easy street, or you can take the route where you know there's going to be challenges and you know you're going to endure a lot to accomplish whatever you set out to accomplish. So for me, fortunately, I've always been a person where I have that never satisfied syndrome, where I'm always aspiring to do more, aspiring to push myself further, and just being comfortable makes me uncomfortable. So I don't like coasting. Whenever I'm riding on easy street, whenever things are just too smooth, it's not giving me any challenge, then that's when I'm really uncomfortable. That's when I start to get anxiety and like, oh no, something's not right. Because I know if I'm coasting, if I'm just going along, going with the motions, I'm not growing. I'm not pushing myself. Therefore, I'm doing myself and everyone else around me disjustice. So I challenge you, always push yourself. It's kind of like second nature, human nature, to try to take the path of least resistance, but that comes at a price. Coasting comes at a price. If you want to live a remarkable life, you want to leave a lasting legacy, you want to do something where you're going to have an impact on the world, then hey, you can't coast. You're going to have to push yourself. You're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone and hey, go for it. That's what it's going to take. And it was funny the other day, I was talking to my wife and she asked me what I'm going to do after I finish this marathon. I said, either I'll do another marathon or I'll find something else that's going to challenge me physically and mentally. And that's something where I want to continue that cycle. I don't want to get comfortable and just like, oh, well, I finished the marathon, I'm done. I'm not going to do anything else challenging in life. No, I'm just going to keep it going, because that's when I feel most alive, when I'm challenged, when I'm outside of my comfort zone, when I'm learning something new, when I'm really pushing myself to the limits. That's where I discover, hey, my limits are a lot higher than I thought they were. So that's the same thing you're going to discover as you're pursuing your goals, as you're racing towards whatever your finish line is. Then hey, you'll discover you're a lot stronger than you think you are. And that's just humans. We have very few limits. What's up, Eddie? Yeah, we have very few limits. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. So don't get comfortable, don't coast, get complacent, because it's all downhill from there. That means you're not growing. That means you're just surviving. And I'm not here just to survive. I didn't wake up every morning to just survive. I wake up to thrive. I want to live a fulfilling, rewarding, extraordinary life, and I want to accomplish extraordinary things. I want that for you as well. So don't coast. Don't take the path of least resistance. Push yourself. You're going to feel alive when you do so. You're not going to be bored. You're not going to be unfulfilled in life. When you're pushing yourself, hey, it's going to be joyous. It's going to hurt. It's going to be some pain and disappointment and setbacks, but hey, that's part of the process, so embrace it. But you also get to reap the rewards at the end. So y'all have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, push yourself. I'm out. Good afternoon. Welcome to day 24 of my Marathon Chronicles, where every day I share with you some type of life-related analogy or metaphor related to running and me training for this full marathon, 26.2 miles. Just gotta always repeat that, let you know just how significant that's going to be, running that far on 2 feet. So I'm looking forward to it, though. It's gonna be great. How's it going, Derrich? So today's theme is teamwork, and the reason I'm reporting to you now, I have my long sleeve Mentor Select shirt on. Is today's Friday, so it's a rest day. Got to rest up because tomorrow we're running 12 miles with the Dallas Run Club. So pray for me. That's going to be haven't ran that far probably ever. So pray for me on that. But yeah, it's all about teamwork. And I've done other posts about finding your tribe and things like that, but this is relate to it as well in terms of teamwork, realizing that when you're setting these large goals and you're trying to accomplish great things, you want to collaborate with people. You want to realize you don't have to do it all by yourself. It's a lot better to do things as a team. It makes it easier. You get to collaborate and really leverage other people's skill sets and just create something remarkable versus you trying to do everything yourself. You're going to be limited. You can't do it all. So like tomorrow I'm running 12 miles. It's going to be a lot more enjoyable running it with my team versus me running 12 miles by myself. Keep that in mind when you're pursuing your dreams. You don't have to do it alone. Find like-minded like-minded people who are on that same path as you are, who are striving towards their goals as well. Collaborate with them, see how you all can accomplish the goal together. So try to strive for teamwork, collaboration. You'll be a lot happier and in the process. A lot of you have to do alone, but hey, what you can do as a team, certainly take advantage of those opportunities. And like I said, tomorrow when I'm running 12 miles, I'm gonna have a team with me. So I'm certainly gonna take advantage of that opportunity. But on that note, yeah, I'm about to go ice up these knees and make sure I'm well rested for tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., 12 miles, all or nothing. Me and my team, we're gonna get it done, just like you and your team are going to get it done. And hey, see you at the finish line. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll let you know how those 12 miles went. Take care. Morning. Welcome back to day 25 of my marathon training program and the Marathon Chronicles, where every day after training, I come to you on live Facebook to just share with you just whatever life-related analogy that's going through my head while I was running. So today I was thinking about, last week I talked about reinventing yourself. So no matter what your past is, no matter what you've previously failed at or didn't do, you always can reinvent yourself. You always can decide to be a better version of what you've already been. So today I want to talk about self-discovery. And what's up, Joseph? Coach Blackwell. I just knocked out 12 miles today. It was a good run. I'm getting ready for this marathon in about another month, 26.2 miles. So yeah, I got to get across that finish line. But today I'm talking about self-discovery. And with self-discovery, it means whenever you push yourself outside of your comfort zone, whenever you go beyond your perceived limitations, then you're going to discover things about yourself. You're going to quickly discover that you're a lot stronger than you previously thought you were. And any limitations that you previously put on yourself, you're just going to blow those out the water. So for example, today I ran 12.2 miles. And what's up, Jarrell? Trinity, what's happening? So today I ran 12.2 miles. If you would have asked me a month ago, would I be running 12 miles? I would have laughed at you like, heck no, who's crazy enough to do that? Why would I do that? So that was back a month ago. I had those self-limitations. I thought that I couldn't do it. I thought I wasn't physically and mentally strong enough to do it. But here I am today talking to you. I just finished it. Still breathing, still alive, feeling good. So it's all about, a lot of times we put those limitations on ourselves. No one else is putting limitations on us. It's what we're telling ourselves that we can or can't do. So I'm here to tell you that you're a lot stronger than you think you are. You can do whatever you put your mind to. And when you step outside of your comfort zone, you start trying new things, you're going to discover like, wow, I didn't realize I was so strong. Wow, I didn't realize I really enjoyed doing whatever you're pursuing. So pursue your goals. Don't put limitations on yourself. Don't let people tell you what you can't do. Don't tell yourself what you can't do. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. And that's what my message for you is today. Just step outside your comfort zone and have that self-discovery. You're just going to discover new things about yourself, because it's estimated that we're really using about 40% of our real capacity. So once you push yourself to 60, 70, 80, it just keeps pushing, setting the bar higher and higher. You're just going to discover a lot more about yourself, and you're just going to just live a much more fulfilling life. And that's what I want for you. That's all I want for me. So we're going to get across that finish line together. We're going to reach our goals together. I'm taking you along my journey. Certainly want to hear about your journey and how you're pursuing your goals and stepping outside of your comfort zone, because that's what it's all about. So on that note, I'm about to head home, ice these knees, and that's about it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and just remember, hey, self-discovery. Go outside of your perceived comfort zone, your limits. You have no limits. So yeah, you can do it. I'm out. See you tomorrow. Good evening, everyone. Hope that your Sunday is going well. Hope you had a good weekend. Welcome back to day 26 of my marathon training program, aka the Marathon Chronicles, where every day after training, I can share with you just some life-related analogy that I thought about that relates to running and life. So today is a semi-off day for me. Do cross training on Sundays. So I did some walking, played with the dog at the park, and I'll do some stretching later. So just taking it light since we did 12 miles yesterday. Really got to rest the body and just get ready for another full week of putting in mileage. But today's theme I thought about is fuel.
what fuels you to accomplish your goals? What's fueling you to get across that finish line? So with running, yesterday when we did 12 miles, we had different rest stops where we get water, Gatorade, eat your peanut butter sandwich, a little energy gels, whatever you're going to use as a runner to refuel your energy level, refuel those carbohydrates, because that's what's going to propel you forward to help you keep going and complete the workout. So I took energy gels, Gatorade, all of that good stuff, just try to keep my carbohydrate levels up. And that was my fuel yesterday. So think about in your life, like whatever you're pursuing, what goal you're trying to reach, you're going to need fuel to accomplish it. You're going to need more than just motivation. See, at the beginning of the year, everyone has motivation, but motivation is a depletable resource. Motivation is an emotion. So that bases on how you feel that day. But you have to be more than motivated. You have to recharge that motivation. So whether it's for you, it could be spirituality, it could be your family and friends, the love you get and support you get from them, or just whatever it is, you have to keep in mind what's fueling you and keep in mind your fuel levels. So when you're feeling that you can't go any further, when you're feeling that you hit a roadblock and that your goals are out of reach, that just means you need to refuel, whatever that is. So for me, one way I refuel is spirituality. I go to church now, so every Sunday I like to go to church, and it gets me just recharged, refuel for the week, to start my week off right. And other than that, just love and family support, just all those different things fuels me. Educating myself fuels me, and just keeping track of what my goals are, why am I doing what I'm doing, and just staying focused on the end result that I desire. So that's really the key. Just keep in mind that motivation alone is not going to help you accomplish your goals, especially if they're big goals. You're going to need to refuel along the way, along those milestones. You're going to need to take pit stops to recharge, to refuel. So that's the theme for today. That's the message I want to share with you all. Make sure that you're refueling, because I want to see you reach your goals. I don't want you to just set a goal or resolution and don't accomplish it, then next year say, all right, maybe 2020 is going to be my year. No, it's 2019. Make it your year. You can do it. So don't let nobody else stop you from doing it. The only person can stop you from doing it is yourself. So just refuel, find those fuel sources, and you'll do what you need to do. So I'll see you at the finish line. Thanks for listening. Welcome back. Today, I think this is 27 of my marathon training program. I mix the days up. Another day of Marathon Chronicles, where I share with you just some life-related analogy that popped in my head while I was training. So today I did 4 miles, just nice and easy. Essentially, I got to get my legs ready for doing 20 miles on Friday. Whew, yeah, pray for me. That's going to be a long, long run. So I'll be ready for it. And so today's theme is all or nothing. And my motivation what came to me about with this one is, what's up, Tanil? So all or nothing, what it really comes down to for me is, originally I planned on running a half marathon at the end of next month, the Cowtown Marathon, and then at the end of April running a full marathon. However, after about 5 weeks now of training, I realized that, what's up, Darrell? After 5 weeks of training, I realized, hey, I'm in pretty good shape. I'm in better shape than I thought I was. So I certainly have the stamina to run the distance. So my mentality now is just all or nothing. Like, hey, why run a half marathon when I can just run a full one? So I feel if I actually sign up and run a half marathon, once I get to the halfway mark, I'm gonna be regretting it. Like, man, I could have just went the full 26 miles. So that's what I'm gonna do. So next month, instead of running a half marathon, I'm actually gonna run a full marathon at the end of next month. Wish me luck. But that's relevant to you all in the sense that, just think about if you're anything that you're pursuing, anything that you're doing in life, you can either go halfway in or all the way in. Stick your toe in the water or dive head first. So that's just my motto. Hey, if you at least try it. What's the worst could happen? I'm at least gonna run 13 miles by trying to do the whole 26. So that's the worst that could happen, knock on wood. And the same with you, is if you aim at something that's much higher than you originally planned on accomplishing it, hey, if you accomplish it, great. If you don't, oh well, you still, at least you tried. So same way, like they say, aim for the moon, worst case scenario, hit the stars. So that's the motto in terms of
just all in, all or nothing. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully by the end of next month, I'll be reporting to you all from the finish line, say, whoo, I did it. I ran 26 miles. I'm glad that I didn't go based on what people say you're supposed to train for 4 months and all this other stuff. They don't know me. They don't know what I'm made of. Only I know that. So I think I know I can do it. I know I'm going to do it. Just like for you, you know that you can do whatever you put your mind to. You don't have to pace yourself necessarily if you know that you have greater ability. So that's the theme for today. All or nothing. Go all in. I'm out. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening. Welcome back to day 28 of my marathon training program. Another Marathon Chronicles. I'll share with you life-related analogies that I ponder while running. Tonight we just finished a 6-mile integral run. So some sprinting and resting, sprint, rest. So it was a good workout. What's up, Justin? But tonight while I was thinking about it is the theme for this message has to do with visualization. So in previous videos, I talked about the importance of setting goals, writing them down, sharing them with your accountability partners, and really identifying what your big why is. Why are you striving towards that goal? But a big part of that also is visualization, which means visualizing when you accomplish that goal. So for me with this marathon, every day, all day, I visualize myself crossing that finish line. No matter what it takes, I know that I'm gonna get across that finish line. So that's what I'm consistently visualizing. So the same with whatever goal you're pursuing, picture the outcome, picture you accomplishing that goal. Imagine how you're gonna feel, imagine what the reward is gonna be. Just really internalize all of that. And by having that visualization, it's truly gonna help you accomplish the goal. At the end of the day, visualizing is really going to help you accomplish what you're setting out to accomplish. So that's my message for you today. So every day, all day, I'm visualizing crossing that finish line. So you should be doing the same, visualizing whatever your finish line is, whatever your goal may be. Just visualize you accomplishing it. Picture it, like really paint a vivid picture in your head of you accomplishing whatever goal you want to accomplish. Internalize the feelings that you're going to feel when you accomplish it, just a sense of pride and everything else that comes along with achieving your goals, your big why. So that's the message for tonight. Visualization. On that note, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to day 29 of my marathon training program, also known as the Marathon Chronicles, where every day after my training, I share with you just some life-related analogy with running and overcoming adversity. I just finished up a nice, easy 4.5 mile run on the trail. It was relaxing, scenic. So my knees hurt a little bit, but other than that, just a little stiffness. I was going drill, but yeah, knees a little stiff, but other than that, hey, got through it. And one day closer to my goal of completing a full marathon, 26.2 miles. So as I mentioned yesterday, every day I visualize myself crossing that finish line, how I'm going to feel, just how proud I'm going to be and accomplished I'm going to feel by accomplishing such a physically and mentally demanding goal. So that's the same thing you should be doing with your goals, visualizing how's it going to feel. The victory is going to be sweet, certainly. But today's message is expect the unexpected. That means you want to plan for the best case scenario, but also the worst case scenario. So when you're striving towards these big goals of yours, everything's not going to go as planned. It's going to be certainly some things that's going to happen that's going to be unexpected. So for me, when I first started training for this program, I never had knee problems before, ever. But now, every time I run, I feel some type of knee discomfort. So I've just had to adjust accordingly. But also, it was funny, today I ran into a coyote on the trail, and this coyote, it came pretty close to me, probably within 10 meters, 10 feet. He crossed right by me. He was out there just chilling, like he didn't care about me. He wasn't scared at all. I was on my phone trying to take a picture of him. And it's kind of funny because I'm really fascinated by coyotes because they're one of the most resilient animals in the world. They can survive under any conditions. You just can't get rid of coyotes. They are resilient, and that's one of the main topics I speak on in my keynote speaking business. So it was cool to run across a coyote. But back to that, just want to plan for the unexpected. Like I said, visualize your goal, but also plan when things go wrong. And usually something's going to go wrong if your goal is big enough. Just think about just plan out how you're going to react to that. Because if you don't plan about how you're going to react, then you're not going to know what to do. You're going to be in shock when something goes wrong. So try to plan for what's unexpected, plan those contingencies, plan B, plan C, plan D, and you'll be good. So in my case, during the marathon, if I'm just completely exhausted by mile 24, 25, my contingencies, I'll walk, crawl, whatever I need to do to cross that finish line. So you do the same thing and you'll definitely accomplish your goals by getting across that finish line and just enjoying the reward of doing something amazing. But certainly plan for the unexpected. The unexpected always is going to happen. You may get lucky sometimes and everything goes off without a hitch. Most times there's going to be some things that's going to come out of left field and you're going to be shocked if you're not ready. So be ready, plan for it, so you'll know how to execute when it does happen. So y'all have a good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back tomorrow. Deuces. Welcome back. This is day 30 of my marathon training program. I'm reporting to you from my couch because today is a rest day for me. I'm actually have my longest run yet tomorrow, which is 20 miles. Yes, I have to run 20 miles on the training program, so that means I gotta pay my dues tomorrow. And that's the theme of today's message, is paying your dues. When we set these goals, big goals, and you have to pay your dues along the way. As I've said many times, what's happening, Jarrell? As I've said many times, there are no shortcuts, there are no freebies, none of that. So there's going to come a time as you're pursuing your goals. Every day you're paying your dues, you're putting in that work, you're making those sacrifices to accomplish whatever goal you're pursuing. So for me to get across that finish line, I got to put in my dues doing training. I have to put in that mileage to build it up so that I know on race day that I've done everything it takes. I paid my dues to complete the race. That's what you have to do when you're pursuing your goals. All those milestones, that's you paying your dues. What's up, Jonathan? Yo. But every day that you're working towards your goal, that's you paying your dues. Every day that I'm out there on the road putting in miles, that's me paying my dues. Because I know on race day, I don't want to not make it across that finish line. So I have to put my dues in now. So tomorrow's going to be a long day. 20 miles. I've never ran 20 miles before. I've done a 15-mile march back in my younger days, Army days. But 20 miles, that's going to be a test, certainly, physically and certainly mentally. But I'm all up for it. Hey, this is what I signed up for. And I got to pay my dues if I want to complete a marathon. So that's part of the process. I'm going to embrace it. Just going to zone out and keep it moving. So I'm ready for it. You all pray for me, wish me luck. So tomorrow I'm gonna be exhausted. I know I'm gonna be aching, but hey, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Whether I gotta walk a portion or whatever, I'm gonna complete those 20 miles tomorrow. That's part of the process. I gotta pay those dues. So you do the same. Whenever you're putting in that work to accomplish your goals, pay your dues. That's how you gotta do it. No shortcuts, no freebies. So that's it. Tune in tomorrow. I'm sure I'm gonna have all kind of stuff going through my head after running 20 miles tomorrow. So stay tuned. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go to our first ice bath. Whoa! Oh, jeez. Yes! Whoa! Yeah!
Welcome back to day 31 of my marathon training program. Today I did my 20-mile run, which is why I'm taking an ice bath right now to try to help with the soreness. Oh, Jesus. This is cold. Let's see how cold. Woo-wee. I'm gonna take a minute. All right. Oh my Jesus. Like it's about. Oh, this is cold. Oh God. Oh my God. Under 40. Well, it's under 50 degrees. All right, I'm back. Woo. Okay. So I did 20 miles today. Starting to collect my thoughts. Jesus, ice baths are not fun. I don't know how athletes do it. I always wondered why they did it. I think it was just crazy, but they do it for the soreness. So today I did 20 miles in preparation for my 26.2 mile marathon, which I'll be doing on February 24th at Cowtown Marathon in Fort Worth. Whew. So originally, you all started this journey with me on January 2nd. It was my first training run, 3 miles. Now I've progressed to 20 miles. So I'm almost there. But today, what I was thinking about while I was running the entire time, I started running out in the lake, White Rock Lake, which is downtown Dallas. Beautiful lake surrounded by multi-million-dollar homes and the view of downtown. So the entire time I was running that race, I was thinking just how blessed I am, just how fortunate I am to be able to run and be able to just take in that scenery. And what really made me think about that is I have a friend who his foot's amputated, so he can't run. So it made me realize like things that people take for granted, things that I take for granted, just being able to run. There's so many people out there who want to be able to do that, who are not able to do it. And just think about the goals you're pursuing. There's so many goals, so many things that you're pursuing that we may take for granted that other people wish they can do. And maybe they can't do, whether it's to a disability or whatever reason, but those people are dying wishing that they can do what you're taking for granted. And that really put things into context for me. I could have looked at it and think like, oh, 20 miles is gonna suck. This is miserable. Why me? Why am I doing this to myself? But in reality, the whole time I was thinking, wow, just how blessed I really am. Just how fortunate I am to be able to run, something that so many people cannot do, but wish they could do. So take a moment to think about the goals that you're pursuing and just think about just how important they are. And think about the people who wish that they could do what you do. Think about the people who wish they had the gifts and the talents that you take for granted. And that really put things in context for you. So as a result, another good thing about my run is the last 4 miles, after mile 16, the last 4 miles were my fastest miles. And it was because I just kept that mindset, like finish strong. So whatever you're doing, always finish strong. But overall, the thing for the day is blessed. Realize just how blessed you are, just how fortunate you are for what you have in your life. Don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have, because so many people wish that they had that. And on that note, I'm gonna enjoy the next 6 minutes in this freezing tub. Actually, I'm numb now, so it's not that bad. Hopefully I won't be as sore tomorrow. But thanks for tuning in. This is certainly, I'm almost at the start line for this official marathon. I'm gonna take you all the way to the finish line. And I hope to see you all at the finish line, or whatever goal you're pursuing. So on that note, you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I'm gonna finish freezing. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome back, day 32 of my marathon training program. I'm downtown Dallas in front of this cool graffiti wall. So figure I'd get in this chronicle today, Marathon Chronicles. Today was a rest day because yesterday I did 20-mile run. My body was pretty sore. Y'all didn't get a chance to see that ice bath I had to take. Definitely check out yesterday's video. But today's message is finish strong. And I had that idea yesterday while I was running, where at mile 16, I was in pain, hurting, tired, exhausted. But I kept telling myself, like, oh man, you're almost there. Finish strong, finish strong. So the crazy thing about it, the last 4 miles, that I ran out of 20 were my fastest. And my last mile was by far the fastest, by like 2 minutes. So my last mile, what's up, Chantel? Hope your weekend's going good. So mile 19 was, no, mile 20 was 2 minutes faster than my mile 1. Hey, how's it going, Wyman? So I thought that was pretty crazy, and that goes to show, like, you just don't know how strong your body is. It's all mind over matter. So you just don't realize just how strong you are physically and mentally. So if you make up your mind, hey, I'm going to push through, then hey, your body's going to follow. And also, when you have your goals in sight, when you're almost at the finish line, it can be tempted to coast on in and like, okay, I got this, and coast in. But no, finish strong, because that's what's going to really get you across the finish line. That's what's going to help you accomplish your goals. So yeah, that's the message for today. Finish strong. You're definitely, so once you make up in your mind that you're going to give it all you got, hey, your body's going to follow suit. So definitely finish strong, and that's all the message I have for this evening. I'll be back tomorrow, day 33. Tomorrow's probably gonna be a rest day too. I need to fully recover. But y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Hope you have a good weekend. Chantel, Wyman, thanks for tuning in. And on that note, I'm out. Have a good night. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 33 of a marathon training program, aka the Marathon Chronicles. Hope y'all enjoying the Super Bowl and the commercials. Had a quick intermission, so I wanted to share my message for today, which is subconscious versus the conscious mind. And that relates to when I was running the 20 miles on Friday, my subconscious mind kept saying to just stop and walk and just rest. But my conscious mind acknowledged it, said, no, I'm going to keep running. So that's something that I realized, that we all have that option to ignore our subconscious mind and do what our conscious mind makes the final decision. So your subconscious mind is going to want you to be comfortable, but your conscious mind makes that final decision. So when your subconscious mind tells you to stop, don't work harder, don't keep following your goals, you can just acknowledge it and say, no, I'm not listening. Conscious mind makes that final decision. That's all I have for tonight. Y'all enjoy the Super Bowl. Go Colts. Good afternoon. Welcome back to day 34 of my marathon training program, aka the Marathon Chronicles. I'm here in Dallas, and it's beautiful 81 degrees today. It was actually kind of hot while I was running. Yeah, the past 2 days I was recovering, resting from that 20-mile run that I did on Friday. Now I'm back at it, back putting in these miles. But today's theme is regarding the natural progression. And whenever you're doing something new or something you haven't done in a long time, what's up, Cedric? Hey, man. But yeah, just that natural progression. Whenever you're doing something you haven't done in a long time, it's going to suck at first. Or if it's something you haven't done before, it's going to suck. Just that learning cycle. But as you progress, as you get better at it, as in my terms, as far as getting in shape, it gets easier. So I started a month ago. The pace I was running a month ago I was tired, I was exhausted, but now I'm running a lot faster than that pace, a couple minutes faster per mile than the pace I started at. And it's easy breezy. Like I couldn't believe I was running that fast. It was effortless. So it's the same thing as you learning new skills, as you're pursuing whatever goals you're set out to accomplish. That when you first learning it, that learning curve sucks in the beginning, or when you first getting started, getting that momentum going, it sucks, it hurts, it's just discomfort. But as long as you stick with it, you're going to naturally have that progression. It's going to naturally get easier. It's just going to come natural to you. So you're going to feel that progression. So that's the key, is to make sure that you stick with it. Don't give up just because it hurts in the beginning, or it's uncomfortable, or it's just unknown territory. The key is sticking with it, and it's just going to come natural to you. You're going to naturally progress and eventually accomplish what you set out to accomplish. You're going to cross that finish line. So that's the goal. So I'll see you at the finish line. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out. Good evening. Welcome to day 35 of my marathon training program, known as the Marathon Chronicles. Today I completed a 7.5 mile run, ran for 70 minutes. It's a pretty easy pace, but the lesson I learned from today's training session was having no outs. And what I mean by that is, normally on Tuesdays, I run with my Dallas Run Club. But right around like 5 o'clock. We normally run around 7:30. How's it going, Wendy? Yeah, we normally run around 7 o'clock. But I realized at 5 o'clock that my wife and I had plans tonight. We're going to the movies. So at that point, I realized, like, oh man, the old me, the old lazy me, say, oh, I have an out. I don't have to go run today. But then I realized, like, nah, there are no outs. That means, okay, I mean, you need to run those 70 minutes by yourself. You don't have time. You won't be able to do it with your run club. So that means you got enough time to get out there and run and make it in time for your movie date with your wife. So that's what I did. I knocked it out. So no excuses. So the same thing goes for you. Whenever life is going to happen, things are going to come up, your plans are going to change. If you're on a workout routine or whatever goal you're pursuing, everything's not going to go as planned. Things are going to be unexpected. But that's not an out for you. You can't say, okay, well, I can't work out today, or I can't put in whatever work I need to do towards my goal today because something came up. No, that just means you need to change the schedule. You need to make adjustments. So that's what you want to keep in mind. Make adjustments, no outs. Hey, get it done regardless. So you have no excuses. So come race day, you're going to make it across that finish line. And that's the key. So I'll see you there. Thanks for tuning in. Good seeing you, Wendy. Take care. No outs. Remember that. Make adjustments. Hey, welcome back to day 36 or 37. I keep mixing them up. The Marathon Training Program, aka Marathon Chronicles, where every day after I finish training, I share with you some type of life metaphor that I picked up while out there running. Today's message is about people thinking you're crazy. And a lot of times when you tell people what your goals are, especially if they're big goals, people will tell you that you're crazy. They'll think that it's just impossible to accomplish. In the context of a marathon, I was telling some of my friends I was going to run a marathon. I was going to run a marathon. A couple people told me that I was crazy. Like, who does that? Why would you do such a thing? And I take that as a good sign, because if you set your goals big enough, then a lot of people are going to think you're crazy. But when you accomplish it, then a lot of people are going to be inspired by you. Wow, if he can do it, then I can do it. So keep that in mind when you're sharing your goals and vision with your friends and family. Someone may think that you lost it. But like I said, that can be a good sign. That can be a good indicator that you're heading in the right direction, that you're really dreaming big. Because if you don't get that response, then that might be an indication that you're not dreaming big enough. What's up, cuzzo? Billy? What's good? But yeah, that could be an indication you're not dreaming big enough. But if you're setting your sights high, you're setting big goals, and you're trying to really make a big impact, then some people are gonna think you're crazy. They're gonna think you lost it. And they're gonna discourage you because they feel that it's just not possible. But think about all the things that people have accomplished that originally was thought to be impossible. Landing on the moon, building a skyscraper. The list goes on and on and on. So being the first black president, you name it. So just think about that when you're setting your goals, when you're dreaming. Don't let people thinking you're crazy or people discouraging you stop you. Because, and it's not necessarily that they're hating or they're trying to limit you. It's more so they don't believe they can do it, so they don't think you can do it, or they just try to prevent you from getting what they feel you getting hurt or disappointed. So don't take it personal. Take it as a good sign that you're on the right track and that you're doing something big. You're doing something that's going to really impact the world. So that's my message for you today. When people think you're crazy, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That could be a good thing. That means that you're on the right track. That means that you're potentially doing something that's going to make a real difference. That's my message for you today. Thanks for tuning in, cuzzo. I'll be back tomorrow with another message for you all. I'm out. Good afternoon. Welcome back to day 37 of my marathon training program, known as the Marathon Chronicles. So as you can tell today, I'm bundled up. I got my hat on and long sleeves because it's a lot colder here in Dallas today. Yesterday it was 70 something. Today it's in the 30s. But hey, regardless of the weather, I'm going to be out here getting it in because hey, I got a marathon to complete. So I'm not going to let the weather stop me. Today when I was running, I went a new route. I went down a trail I hadn't gone down before. And on that trail, I ran into a lot of unsavory characters, to say the least. I ran into a lot of like homeless camps and A lot of a lot of things that people could perceive as threats. Of course, I wasn't afraid. I'm a tough guy, but no, I had my eyes open, definitely keeping lookout and seeing that, hey, whether it was a threat or not, but it wasn't. I had a nice, good run. But in addition to running into unsavory characters on a new path, coyotes are really bad here in Dallas. They've been attacking a lot of runners. Last week, I ran into a coyote. It walked right past me. But so that's another threat. Got to think about stray dogs. It's just all type of stuff you can run into on these paths, on these trails. And that's the same thing in life. When you're pursuing your goals, there's going to be all type of things that you can run into that you're going to have to distinguish whether it's a threat or not. And those threats can come in so many different forms, whether it's going to be resistance from family, friends, co-workers, or whether it's just so many different things that you can identify that you may fear, that you may view as this is a threat to me accomplishing my goal. What's up, Al? And once you make that distinguishment, you have to just decide, hey, you got to power through. You have to keep going. And if it is a threat, you have to figure out how to neutralize that threat, how to overcome that threat. But it's not a reason to stop. It's not a reason for you not to accomplish whatever you set out to accomplish. You still can reach your goals. Threats are going to be along the route. Yeah, that's part of the journey. That's part of the process. But as long as you remain determined, as long as you're willing to get back up after you get knocked down, hey, you're going to make it to that finish line. You're going to accomplish what you set out to accomplish. So that's the message for today. Realize that your threats, just things that you're not comfortable with, things that you may normally avoid, hey, that's going to be on your road to success. That's part of the journey. So you have to be prepared for that and anticipate how you're going to react to those type of things. But overall, that was it. Today I put in 6.5 miles. This is my last full week of training. Next week is kind of more of a just pace myself type training because the marathon is actually February 24th in Fort Worth. What up, Cedric? We'll be in your city running that Cowtown Marathon. But yeah, so I'm wrapping it up. I'm coming close to getting to that start line. So you all have been with me all along this journey. And I certainly can't wait to go live at the finish line after I ran those 26.2 miles. So stay tuned. But I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.
Greetings all. Happy Friday. Welcome to day 38 of my marathon training program, aka Marathon Chronicles. And today's message is about relief. And the relief I have, the thankfulness that I have is that today is a rest day for me. So it's pretty cold today here in Dallas. It's actually, I think, down like 21 degrees now. This is not the day I want to be out there running. Hey, if I had to, I would. But since my training program says it's rest day, hey, I'm gonna take that relief. I'm gonna take and be grateful for it, that I don't have to be out there freezing. So same thing applies when you're pursuing your goals, whatever you're doing, trying to accomplish. I know sometimes that grind just seems non-stop, like it just goes on and on and on, but relief's coming. Every day is not going to be a continuous grind. You're going to have days where even if you have to schedule it in, you need to schedule in those rest days or just some type of relief so you give yourself time to recharge mentally and physically. Because if you're doing big things, then hey, you're going to have to recharge because it's going to consume all of you. So that's what I'm thankful for tonight. That's the message I want to share with you all tonight. Definitely be grateful for that relief. And like I say, when that grind seems non-stop, continuous, just hey, keep at it and realize that hey, it's a break coming. So I'm gonna get a break soon, sooner or later. So just stay at it. What's up, Kendall? How's it going? But yeah, certainly when you big things out there, certainly you gotta take time, whether you gotta schedule it to take a break and recharge, let your mind, body, and soul get recharged so you can get back at it and perform at your peak performance. Like I say, tonight I get to rest. I don't got to be out there freezing in the cold, but tomorrow I got to get back at it. They rest over. Certainly want to be thankful for when you do have time to rest, recharge, spend time with your family, friends. Whatever you do when you're resting, make sure you take that time to disconnect from business and just do what you need to do in terms of getting ready for the next hustle, next grind. That's all I got for tonight. I'm thankful to be in this warm house because it's freezing outside. But that's all I got. You all have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Kendall, looking forward to seeing you next Friday. I'm out. And also hope your workshop goes well. Hey, I can't make it tomorrow, but I know you're going to do great. Again, looking forward to seeing you Friday. All right, deuces. Good evening. Welcome to day 39 of my marathon training program, aka the Marathon Chronicles, where every day I come to you and share just life lessons that I learned from training for a marathon. So I'm coming to you from the comfort of my home again because today was a training day. Well, not a training, today was a rest day. Hey, Karen. Unique, what's up? So yeah, today was a rest day, so I didn't have to run today. Thankfully, it was raining and very cold here in Dallas. But tomorrow, so the reason I had 2 back-to-back rest days is because tomorrow I have to run 17 miles at a simulated marathon pace, so race day pace. So that should be fun. Hopefully it'll be a little warmer. I think it's supposed to rain too, but hey, whatever. I'll be all right. But the message I had on my mind today is just about setbacks. So whenever you're pursuing your goals and you're planning things out, there's going to be things unexpected to happen, things that's going to set you back or make you go down a different route that you intended to. And that's fine, it happens. So for me, with training for this marathon, the biggest setback I had, fortunately there hasn't been no major ones, is my knees. I've never had knee trouble before, but while training for this marathon, the entire time my knees, they've been aching. So I guess I'm getting old. But that's the one thing I didn't plan for, I didn't anticipate, but I had to adjust and power through that. So I've used different type of bands, support, different type of shoes. So those things are helping, and I think my knees are slowly but surely has gotten used to this training. But the same thing goes for you when you do have those setbacks. Like I said, just know that it's okay. Just realize, hey, reassess the situation and then figure out a way to move forward, figure out a way to adapt and adjust to whatever that setback is. So a setback that doesn't mean it's over. That doesn't mean you're not going to be able to finish the race. You're not going to be able to accomplish your goal. That's not what it means. It just means, hey, you just have to make some adjustments. And that's what life is. It's about making adjustments. And if you do that and you continue on, persevere, then you'll cross that finish line. So that's what it's all about. So embracing setbacks. Embrace them as part of the process. That is what it is. It comes with the territory. But as long as you remain persistent, you'll be good. So Karen and Unique, you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for tuning in. I should have an interesting story or a lesson for you tomorrow after running these 17 miles. But hey, I've already done 20, so 17 miles it's going to be nothing. And yeah, I'll have after tomorrow, I'll only have like 8 more training days for my actual marathon. So I'm excited about that. Looking forward to it. Training for a marathon is like a full-time job almost. It's going to be worth it. That's it. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm out. No problem. Happy to share it, Karen. Deuces. Welcome to day 39 of my marathon training program. Reporting to you out here in the rain. It's been raining all weekend in Dallas. And on my training program, I have 17 miles to complete. So I decided I was going to do it today. Actually, I had a pretty action-packed day. I had to do Toastmasters, church, all that good stuff. So I just got home. It's 5:18 here in Dallas. Just got home to run 17 miles. It's gonna take about 3 hours. So as I was putting on my clothes, my running clothes, my wife, she looked at me like, "What are you doing?" I'm about to go run these 17 miles. Hey, how you doing, Lisa? And she said, "I really prefer you not." I'm like, why not? Because it's gonna be dark and wet and slippery out there, and you may get hurt and no one's gonna see you because you're gonna be the only fool out there running. I'm like, come on, I'm Army strong. I gotta train how I fight. That was a video I did earlier in the series. But hey, she's my pregnant wife. I'll let her put down the foot and say, hey, I don't want her worried over the next 3 hours while I'm out there running. So essentially, I'm gonna have to use her as an alibi tonight while I don't do my 17 miles, but I'll do them tomorrow when it's light outside and she don't have to worry about me ending up in a ditch somewhere because I failed and twisted my ankle and I'm the only one person out there in the dark.
So that's the theme of today's video, about hazards. Even though you certainly want to train how you fight, you certainly want to not let circumstances stop you from pursuing your goals. But sometimes you do have to take a check in terms of the hazards that you're facing. And sometimes you have to make adjustments based on those hazards. So the two hazards I'm facing is more so my wife stressing out while I'm running. So I don't want to stress her out, and I don't want her mad at me. So today will be my another rest day, and then tomorrow morning I'll do my 17 miles. But you're gonna get these 17 miles. I'm gonna put them in. It's definitely, I gotta finish strong. My marathon is in less than 2 weeks, so it's crunch time. But that's just a message I wanted to share with you all. Let you know that, hey, technically I'm not practicing what I'm preaching. I'm missing out on a training day, but I think I got a good alibi. My wife, I don't want to anger at me. I don't want to worry. So that's what it is. But thanks for just tuning in, Lisa. I'm about to eat some dinner now, and guess I'll be happy that I'm not going to be running for the next 3 hours, but that's what it is. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks. What's up? Good afternoon. Welcome to day 40 of my marathon training program. Just finished up those 17 miles that was on my training program, and it went pretty well actually today, even though it was raining, cold. I did my fastest time yet. So this 40 days I've been training, and hey, I'm right on schedule. I did my fastest time today, over 17 miles. My average pace was 9-minute miles, so not bad. Back in January when I first started, I started out at it was about 11:30 minute pace. So at almost 200 pounds, yeah, it's a lot to carry this weight around the track. But hey, I'm getting it done. What's up, Simon? But yeah, it's a good workout. Happy I got my best time in today. So I mean, I'm right on schedule. My goal is to break that 4-minute mark for the marathon. So I want to join that category. Hey, Sandra. I want to join that elite category of people who run 26.2 miles in under 4 hours. So that's the goal. But yeah, today's message is all about, I feel the whole time I was running, I felt empowered. And the reason I felt empowered is just being able to physically do anything, let alone run 17 miles, just using my legs and feet. It's empowering to know that I have the mental and physical strength to accomplish, hey, whatever destination I need to get to. If all I got is my legs and feet, then hey, I'm gonna get there no matter what. So that's really empowering. The same thing goes for anything that you're doing in life that's out of the ordinary, extraordinary, difficult. Once you accomplish that, it's an empowering feeling. You know that you, in your mind, that hey, you have what it takes to do what you need to do. And a lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't know what their limitations are. They set limitations for themselves, but they don't know just what they can do. So once you start pushing yourself more and more, you realize your capabilities. And as you expand your capabilities, it's going to expand your confidence. It's going to expand, just going to make you feel empowered. So that's the message for today. So certainly step outside your comfort zone, do things you normally wouldn't do, or do things that you typically would feel that is impossible. And then once you accomplish it, you're going to realize just how much mental strength you built, just how much physical strength you built. And yeah, that's valuable. It goes a long way. So that's my message to you all today. Empower yourself, and I'll see you at the finish line. I got one more week of training. My marathon is February 24th, Fort Worth Cowtown Marathon. And as I told you, my goal is to get under 4 hours. So that's going to take some effort, but I can do it because I'm empowered now. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out.
Good evening. Welcome to day 41 of my marathon training program, aka Marathon Chronicles. Got my boy Pac in the background with me. Tonight I did a 6.7 mile run. It was pretty pleasant, easy, nice pace. We did tempo run, with my run club. It's cool. So I'm down to less than 2 weeks before my marathon. What's up, Queen Harriet? So we're in the final stretch. So I'm certainly excited about that. Looking forward to finishing up. Certainly. What's going on, Edward? Yeah, today while I was running, I was thinking about as far as the theme is with momentum. And with running, every time I'm running, it usually takes me a while to kind of warm up. But once I get into motion, the momentum takes over, and then I just get the flowing. So a lot of times my later miles are faster than my earlier miles. And you all have heard the saying that the hardest step is really to get started. So whatever goal you're pursuing, once you have that idea, the hardest part is taking that first step. The hardest part is just getting started. But once you get started, once you get into motion, that momentum is going to take over, and it's just going to seem effortless. So just don't be discouraged about getting started. That's the key. But once you get out the gates, get the moving, let that momentum take you. Just flow with it. So the momentum is going to build. The more and more you do, the more momentum you're going to build. And hey, it's smooth sailing from there. But yeah, that's just a message that was on my mind tonight. Just about momentum and getting started, and not being discouraged by what the work you have to do ahead. Once you get started, everything else will take care of itself for the most part. You can be on cruise control. But yeah, that's my message for tonight. Appreciate it, Edward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this out the way. It's been definitely a commitment training for a marathon. It's like a full-time job, but hey, it's all just gonna be worth it. But you all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out, but remember, momentum. Don't be afraid to get started. Once you get started, it's going to get easier as you build up that momentum. So keep going. Don't quit. All right, I'm out. Hello there. Welcome to day 42 of my marathon training program, also known as the Marathon Chronicles. So I'm down to 11 days before race day. Certainly counting down, looking forward to that. So these last 2 weeks of my training program is what they call tapering. And with the tapering, it's pretty much kind of easy. You don't want to go too hard doing those tapering training runs. So that's what I'm doing now, tapering off. So today, me and the dog Empress went out for a 3-mile run. It's easy breezy. So just getting that in. Wasn't bad at all. What's up, Harriet, Keelan, Damon? What's up? What's up? But yeah, while I was running today, I was thinking about peak performance. So as I'm trying to get ready to make sure that I run the best possible time that I can over this 26.2 mile marathon, I was also thinking about in life, like what can I do to make sure that I'm performing at my peak level. And with the marathon, what I'm doing is making sure that I'm staying consistent with my training runs, taking supplements, nutrition, carbohydrates, using knee wraps, you name it, everything possible to make sure that I give myself the best opportunity to perform at the highest level. So you can apply that as well, as far as when you're pursuing your goals, make sure that you're performing at the highest level, and just think about what is it going to take, what resources or training do you need to perform at that peak level. It may be mentorship, it may be education, it may be networking. It can be a whole list of things, but there's definitely certain things, proactive steps that you can take to make sure that you're performing at that highest level. So you're giving out that peak performance. So that's what it is. Thanks, Keelan. I'm looking forward to certainly finishing this up. It's been a journey, but it's going to be worth it. And yeah, so that's my message to you all today. Make sure that you're taking in all the resources that you need to perform at your peak performance. And that's the key. So you don't want to just go through the motions. You want to make sure that you excel at the highest level. So that's the message for you all today. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. And after that, be 10 more days. So just counting down. Thanks for joining. I'm out. Hello to all the lovers out there. Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome back to day 43 of my marathon training program, also known as the Marathon Chronicles, where I share with you life lessons that I'm learning out here where I'm putting in these miles for this marathon. I'm down to less than 2 weeks now. Actually, I have about maybe 4 more training days, and the rest are rest days before I run the marathon next Sunday. So I'm almost there. Almost. What's up, Al? But the message I was thinking about today while I was training, did a little cross training, was about relapsing, thinking about just some of the things that, hey, how's it going, Patina? Yeah, I've had some relapses a couple times throughout this training program as far as like my dieting and things like that. But the most recent one was last week. So I have pretty much hadn't drunk alcohol since New Year's Eve. So that was something I was doing pretty good at. Wasn't drinking alcohol, was making sure I was staying very hydrated. But last week I had a relapse. We went to a party and I had a few drinks. I didn't get drunk. I normally would have got drunk, but yeah, just had a few drinks, moderation. So I kind of fell off the horse there, but back on the water this week. So it's all good. Also, as far as eating, I have some weeks I eat good, some weeks I don't. Today I ate really bad. Deep dish pizza, chicken Alfredo. But hey, it's Lover's Day. Supposed to eat whatever I want. So I hope you all enjoying whatever all your treats tonight. But yeah, that's just a message in terms of relapsing. That applies to anything. Like when you set a goal, when you're working towards it, you're going to have times where you relapse, where you don't achieve what you're looking to achieve, or you miss a milestone. But hey, that's fine. That's part of the process. You just get back on the horse. That's not a reason to quit or give up. Just keep going. Hey, just accept whatever you didn't accomplish and keep going and get back on track. So reset. That's really what it's all about. Hey, Sandra. Aaron, hello. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. Yeah, I was just talking about relapsing. Last week I had me a couple drinks after not drinking for a month, but I'm back on water this week, so I got back on the horse. I'm back at it. So the same thing with you all. If you have a day, just using dieting for example, hey, you have a moment of weakness, that's fine, but that's not a reason to stop pursuing your goal. That just means, hey, you got set back one day, that's fine, and just get back on it. So that's the message for today. I'm about to get back to my sweet treat, Raquel. But yeah, just wanted to check in with you all and let you know what was on my mind tonight. Let you all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day. And remember, hey, relapsing setbacks, they're okay as long as you get back on track afterwards. So that's it. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm out. Good afternoon. Happy Friday. Welcome to day 43 of my marathon training program, aka my Marathon Chronicles. Today is a rest day for me. This weekend I have to do 12 miles, so just resting up for that. So in the meantime, I'm doing some pool cleaning, enjoying this beautiful weather. It was in the 70s in Dallas, supposed to be 70 tomorrow. So loving it. Hey, how's it going, Bruce? But the message on my mind today was just about permission granted, which means really granting yourself permission to do whatever you want to do. In terms of me doing this marathon and me deciding to do it after training for 2 months, hey, I gave myself permission for that. I didn't need to look at a plan and tell me, oh, you're ready. I listened to my body. I granted myself permission. As far as deciding on what time I want to run, I listen to my body again and say, hey, I want to run a certain time. And it's not about what somebody else tells me is okay, what somebody else tells me I'm capable of. It's a matter of me granting myself permission. How's it going, Kendall? It certainly was a pleasure speaking at your school today. I appreciate the opportunity. It's good stuff. But yeah, it's all about granting yourself permission. So whatever you want to do in life, you don't have to wait for a big event to happen. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you, oh, now you can do it or now you're ready. Hey, grant yourself the permission. Because at the end of the day, you know yourself better than anyone else. You know what your capabilities are. Woo, almost fell in that pool. That wouldn't have been fun. But yeah, so that's what it comes down to. I just realized that, yeah, you don't have to follow a set plan necessarily, somebody else's plan for you. You can grant yourself permission to do great things. You don't have to just wait till someone else say it's okay. So that's really just a short and sweet message for today. Hey, how's it going, Chianti? Yeah, just, hey, grant yourself the permission. Whatever you see in your future, whatever greatness you see for yourself that you want to accomplish, hey, you don't have to wait till the time is perfect. Hey, just do it. You grant yourself that permission, and whatever you decide that you can accomplish, hey, if you're willing to put in the work, you can accomplish it, whether you have the support from others or not. But that's all I got for tonight. You all have a good Friday, good weekend, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks. What's up? Welcome to day 43 of my marathon training program, aka Marathon Chronicles. Hope you all are having a good weekend. One of my best friends in town, so we just hanging out. But today was a cross training day for me, so we didn't do too much, just stretching and just a little cross training, getting ready. I'm down to one more week for this marathon. So on Sunday will be the official day where I run it. So I'm looking forward to coming to you all from that finish line, letting you know, hey, I made it. So certainly stay tuned for that. Can't wait. Today what's on my mind is being in your element. So being where when you're doing something, it just feels right. When it just comes natural to you and you're like, okay, I'm on the right track. I'm doing something right. It's just flowing. Everything is smooth. So when I'm running, when I'm in my optimum pace, it just flows. It's like I'm not even running. I'm just floating. So it feels good. But as far as career-wise, also, when you're doing what you're meant to do, what you love, what your passion, what you're walking in your purpose, it's going to feel right. But when you're not doing what you're called to do, then it's going to be a job. It's going to be miserable, and you're just going to be looking at the clock. But for me, now that I've discovered what my purpose is, being on the stage, inspiring, motivating people, hey, I love it when I'm on the stage. So today I was doing a keynote, and it just felt so good, just making people laugh, inspiring them, and really just sharing my stories with them to help them experience life at a whole nother level, just to make sure that they're fulfilled in whatever they're doing. So it feels good. It's that optimum performance. It's that natural flow. That's what I hope for you all, that you reach that point where you find something that you just love doing, something that you feel that, hey, you're making an impact. That's really what it's all about. We're here to serve others. We're here to share our gifts with the world. And like I said, I finally discovered what my gift is and how I can share it with the world, the best platform. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm loving it. But that's all I have for you all tonight. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back tomorrow. I have to either do 12 miles tomorrow or Monday. I have a little flexibility since it's my last week of running, but that'll be my last long run. But I'll be in touch. I'll let you all know how it goes. Have a good night. Deuces. Hello. Welcome to day 45 of my marathon training program. Today was a rest day for me. Yesterday was cross training. Today is a rest day. And then tomorrow I have to run 12 miles. So that'll be my last long run before for the rest of the week. The actual marathon is next Sunday. So looking forward to getting that over and done with. The final week, the final stretch. But yeah, the message on my mind today has to do with sharing your journey. So for me doing these daily videos every day on Facebook Live is just sharing my journey with you all from day one when I started January 2nd to next Sunday when I cross that finish line, just for you all, just to share that whole process with you. So whatever you're doing that's worthwhile in life, any goals that you're pursuing, hey, share that process with people so they can see what you're doing, and you never know what impact it can have on them. It can inspire people to do what you're doing. So not to say that you all want to win a marathon, but just, hey, I was letting you all see the process and say it can inspire you to do something else that you've been putting off or something you've been meaning to do. So that's my suggestion for you all today, is document your journey, share your journey with people, and let them see what you're doing. You just never know who's watching. You never know who you can impact by you stepping outside your comfort zone and doing something that you normally wouldn't do, or something that you overcoming some type of fear or obstacle. Hey, if you share that with other people, let them know the ups and downs about it, it can really have a good impact on them. So that's my message for today. I'm about to get out this cold weather. But I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Peace out. Good afternoon. Welcome to day 46 of my marathon training program. I just finished up a leisurely 12-mile run, averaged just under 9 minutes per mile. Wasn't bad at all. So this is my last long run before my actual marathon on Sunday. So I'm in the final stretch. Today I was just thinking about, while running, just falling forward. That's the theme for today's message, is falling forward. So whenever I'm running, no matter how tired I am, I just start focusing on my form, just making sure, putting one foot in front of the other, no matter how slow or fast, just one foot in front of the other. And that applies to anything you're doing in life. As long as you're making any progress, that's better than not making any progress. So just put one foot in front of the other, give the effort. Ideally, you want to give your best effort, but hey, minimum effort is better than no effort. So don't talk yourself out of doing something. Certainly just focus on falling forward, doing
whatever you need to do to make any progress. An inch is better than nothing. So that's the message for today. Fall forward, make progress towards your goals. So I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow may be a rest day, but we'll see. I'll let y'all know. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, fall forward.
Good evening. Hello there. Welcome to day 46 of my marathon training program. Today was a rest day. Tomorrow I have to do a light run, and then essentially it's 4 more days. The official race day is Sunday. So just a couple more days of training, but mostly resting, getting ready for the big day. I'm excited. So it's almost real. It's almost official. Today's message is about what's next. And that's something that personally I've always done, where I set a big goal. Before I even reach the goal, or the same day I finish the goal, I'm already thinking what's next. So with this marathon, I've already been thinking about that. Like, okay, what do I want to do after I complete a marathon? What else is there? I already started looking up difficult type races. So like ultra marathons. So that means anything over 26.2 miles. So yeah, 50-mile runs, 100-mile runs. I'm not committing to that yet, but hey, it's an option. Also, maybe considering, I know they have a half triathlon. That's something I may be willing to do. That's something. I'm definitely going to do something that's going to challenge me mentally and physically. So stay tuned to that. But yeah, while you're pursuing your goals, even getting close to accomplish them, start thinking about, hey, what are you going to do next? What's next on the agenda? How else can you push yourself even further? So that's something that keeps me excited and just looking forward to new adventures, new accomplishments. So that's the message I have for you today. Short, sweet, and simple. But yeah, consider that. What's next for you? Once you complete one goal, don't stop there. Don't get complacent and say, all right, I'm good. No, just keep going, keep riding that momentum. And it's going to take you very, very far. So I'll see you all at the finish line. Deuces. Have a good night. Hello. Welcome to day 47. My marathon training program, also known as the Marathon Chronicles. So it's pretty cool that on Sunday, actual marathon, it'll be day 50. So 50 days to my transformation, to be an official part of the 1% of people who complete marathons. So excited about that. The message today was a little late because I had to go to church. We had an event, so I was serving that. But the message that's on my mind today was about a way of life. So once, for me, over these past 50 days of training, working out, just being consistent about it, so I'm past that habit where normally say it takes about 21 days to form a habit. So almost at day 50, it's just second nature to me. It's like I look forward to working out, look forward to doing something active. So that's become a way of life. That's just really, it's cool. So just think about anything you're doing, anytime you're pushing yourself mentally and physically, as long as you're doing it consistently, it's going to become a way of life. So you can adopt those good habits. Once you accomplish one goal, knock that down, you have the momentum going at that point. So you can just keep it going, and ultimately it becomes a way of life. So that's something that I'm looking forward to, as far as continuing to have healthy habits, continuing to just pursue goals where it's going to push me mentally and physically. So that's what it is. And this is late. That's all I have for y'all tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with another one. But I'm almost at the finish line. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. And just remember, adopt those positive habits, those healthy habits. Just adopt that approach to stepping outside your comfort zone, just doing stuff that's going to challenge you mentally and physically. And that's it. Peace out. Thank you. Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to day 48 of my marathon training program. Today's a rest day for me, so I'm just resting up. Actually, the next 2 days will be rest days because the official marathon is on Sunday. So just resting up, getting my body ready for that. It's going to be exciting. I'm happy and looking forward to it. The message I had on my mind today, though, is about the start line. And what that means is, essentially, we all start at the same start line. So whether you're starting a business, whether you're pursuing a degree program, whatever you're doing, whatever goal you're pursuing, we all start at the same place essentially. Of course, people have advantages in terms of they may have more money, they may have more connections, they may have more whatever than what you have. But however, we all start at the same place. And it's just it's a great way to look at it, because you realize that when someone is much further ahead of you, that just means, hey, they still start at the same place. So they had to go through that same process that you're going to have to go through. There are no shortcuts. So with this marathon, hey, we all starting at the same start line. Some people won't get to the finish line a lot faster than others. Some will get there a lot slower than others. But hey, we all started and stopped at the same line. But just something to certainly keep in mind as you're pursuing goals, and when you're feeling discouraged and you may feel like, okay, someone's just so much more further ahead of me, and just realize, hey, they started at ground zero as well. It's just they persevered and throughout those to overcome any adversity they face. So that's just something that may help encourage you when you're going along. Just realize, hey, it's all part of the process. Don't try to skip over steps or get discouraged because you see people are further ahead of you. They started the same place. So as long as you continue to persevere, you'll make up that ground. So that's the message I want to share with you all this evening. You enjoy your Friday and the rest and your weekend. And I'm looking forward to Sunday's live video where I can say I crossed the finish line. So thanks for tuning in, and I'm out.
Hello. Welcome to day 49 of my marathon training program. Hey, this day before race day. It's official. I'm out here, no turning back. I officially got my number, my packet, my starter shirt. It's on and popping. The weather's beautiful out here today in Fort Worth, downtown by the museums. Today they're running the 5K. Kids are running. They got a lot of festivities going on out here. Behind me is the start line. So that's where I'll be starting at tomorrow. And then on this side is the finish line. That's what I'm really concerned about. So when I'm finishing up. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully the weather is beautiful like this tomorrow. It'll be a good, fun 26.2 miles. So certainly looking forward to it. But yeah, today is just all about pregame and what I'm going to do the day before the race. Pretty much all I'm doing is get a massage, stretch. Thanks to my girl Tina, she'll hook me up, make sure I'm nice and loose. Other than that, just relaxing, making sure I'm taking in enough carbs, drinking enough water. That's pretty much it. Just get ready for it. Start time tomorrow is at 7 a.m., so bright and early. Gotta be back out here. Other than that, what's ironic though is I haven't been sick all winter, but yesterday I started getting sick in terms of, I think it's my allergies, but I don't know, my nose been running. So I definitely got to take some Theraflu medication, all that stuff tonight, make sure I'm good to go tomorrow. But yeah, it's just how Murphy Law works. When you think you got it all figured out, you're good to go. So it's a life full of surprises, but I'm not going to let a runny nose stop me from crossing that finish line. It's all good. But yeah, next time you all see me tomorrow, I'm going to be a marathon finisher, so stay tuned. On that note, I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday, but definitely tune in tomorrow. So have some good news for you. All right, peace. What's up, everyone? Guess what? We did it. I completed the marathon, 26.2 miles. I survived. Everything on me hurts. It's really bad. I'm in a lot of pain right now, but hey, all that matters is across the finish line. And the key is, like I say, we did it. You all started with me on January 2nd when I started the training program. And now on day 50, I completed it. So I really appreciate all the support, kind words that you all gave along the way. It really meant a lot. And just you all served as that virtual accountability for me. Because on days I didn't feel like running, I knew, hey, I'm already committed to doing live videos every day. So I know you all holding me accountable. So how do I feel? I feel great. As far as mentally, it was definitely probably the toughest things I've done physically. It was rough. Those first 19 miles went easy, but those last 7, 8 miles, I was hurting big time.
There's Alicia. but quitting wasn't an option, stopping wasn't an option.
Ultramarathon.
I was no longer racing the clock at that point. By mile 20, I just knew I had to finish.
Very nice.
No matter what, I knew I had to finish and cross that finish line. I didn't care what time, so I came in just under 5 hours, so 4:59. Nothing to brag about. Not gonna make the Olympics at that time, but hey, I'm proud of it. I set the goal, I accomplished it, and that's all that mattered. And I'm gonna give a quick shout out to my beautiful wife here.
Hey y'all,
She's here every step of the way.
Hey, we have another contender
Definitely appreciate her
for the
support.
today. I'll tell you in a minute.
It was awesome.
Olivia,
It was
Olivia
awesome.
Simmons from Dallas.
Appreciate
There's
it.
Charles Hobbs from
I'm about to go
Carlsbad,
home now.
Texas.
Actually, I'm about to go eat some steak first. That was the thing that got me to that last mile. I was like, okay, I got a steak waiting on me.
Yeah, the shirt said.
After
"I
that,
never
I'm just going
finished
to take another ice
any-
bath probably
didn't finish
and
anything.
try to recover. But it was fun.
Take much entertainment.
As far as recommendations for training, so they recommend you do at least
Kimberly
4 months
Johnson
of
from
training
Argyle,
before
Texas,
running a
finishing up her
marathon.
marathon.
It's a good reason for
There's
that.
another hat contender. I like that.
Technically, I wasn't really in
Philip
shape.
and Kalina
so
Morrow
I
from
wasn't-
Denton,
I only
Texas,
did less than 2
home of
months.
your
So
North
I
Texas
should have did another 2
Green,
months
I may
to be
add.
in really good shape
Welcome
to
back,
run a
Denton.
marathon. But hey,
Welcome back to Fort
I like
Worth.
to-
Denton. We're glad you are here.
test myself a little more, but yeah, in
There's
the future,
Madeline
I
Black all
will
the way
take
from
that
Norman,
advice and do it
Oklahoma.
all 4 months.
Finishing up her
On that note,
ultramarathon.
man, I'm glad
Looks
you all
like she
followed
can
me
do
through this
another one.
entire journey. Now I got to figure out what's next. How else I'm going to push myself mentally and
Nice
physically.
job, Madeline.
We'll see. So stay tuned. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And hey, thanks for supporting me throughout this journey. Appreciate it. And
James
definitely let
Gibbons
me know
from
how I
Halton
can support
City.
you.
There's Amy
Follow your
Harrington
dreams,
from
complete your
Plano,
goals.
Texas. Steve Toro.
So make 2019
Steve Toro
count.
from
All right.
Sugarland.